What you thinking, man?
I've been in the polyamory lifestyle. I can't even say lifestyle because it's not a lifestyle. It's a way of loving, not a way of living. I've been polyamorous for about 10 years now.
Okay.
And the mindset for me is mentally, I think I've been polyamorous longer than actually practicing it because I've always felt that this like monogamy just doesn't fit for me. Like, I don't understand why I have to only love one person or why I can only show affection for one person. Where is this written? Why do I have to go along with what the societal standard is supposedly is?
Right.
And then the problem comes when you love somebody too much. When you let yourself love somebody too much,
and they don't love you the same.
It's not even matter whether they love you back or not. They can love you back, but it's still unhealthy to love somebody that much. Which I understand that ideology of that. Well, I can't have. I might as well. I've been there. I know that. But at the same time, you have to realize, what your culpability is in a relationship going, however it went. You start thinking about, well, damn, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. So, you can love somebody too much. And then, see, this complicates things for us men because we already have a hard time forming those emotional attachments. You already told, don't do that.
The missing link to that goes back to a time before we were even thought. Why doesn't my father like is that a protection for me?
Right.
Or is that the way he was raised? Or maybe somebody hugged him one day, a man hugged him. I'm not saying this is what happened, but I'm just saying we got
No, but there are things that could have happened that absolutely that caused him to be the way he is.
Made him feel weird. Needed.
Right.
So the things that we think are sometimes a rejection or a lack may have been a protection.
And most of the time they are like absolutely. So if we don't understand that, all we know is the rejection.
You see, like what I understand with my father,
men were going to jail, killing each other, and then now we got bisexual, then we got gays, now we got transgender. So with all of that going on, the purpose of that was removing the black man, the black male from the household. Okay? So with him not being in the household, she's getting the welfare, or she's out there in the workforce, forced to take care of herself, and if she have children, to take care of the children alone. Whether he's in jail, whether he's dead, whether he's bisexual, whether he's gay, whatever. The black male was removed from the home, and black woman was forced to provide for the children, for herself.
You're missing one other thing that removes the black male from the home. That's white women. Because after why it was a run on black men, white women. Yeah, white women. At one point, black men, they just had to have a white woman, no matter what their social economical status was. White women was the way to go, and so that pulled a lot of black men out of the house.
Damn, I sure missed that. I mean, I know Rick James. I know. You hit it. I just didn't think of that as a major absence of the black man. So
being a provider means so many things.
Right.
It means put you in a house. It means I got your back. It means we're doing this together. It means I'm not gonna walk away when things get hard. That's providing, right? I'm gonna provide emotional protection so that you can, I'll be present for you when you don't feel like you can be there for yourself or whatever, so there's so much more definition to the thing, right? And even on the flip side, looking at, the men with kids, right? I remember I did not want a man who had kids. And I was about 25 when I met my ex-husband and stuff like that.
Here we go. It's gonna be an interesting night tonight.
Yeah, good evening, good evening.
You got George in the building. Man, George, bro, the mind of George.
Ain't
That's what
that
they need. That
something?
you need something called the mind of George.
You know what? I can't let nobody in too much. It might be too much for them.
Dude.
If folks really knew half the stuff I really thought, and if I could really convey it in a way that I really wanted to, boy, I'd be hell.
Man, look, I know it. I know it. I know it. I'll be listening to you.
Yeah.
I'll be listening
So,
to
hey,
you.
yes, you been doing?
Oh shit, man, I've been chilling. I got something I'm gonna get you to do though, because I've been trying and I ain't got it down yet, so I'm gonna pass it over to you, see what you can do with it. But I'm gonna be getting with you on it. But
That's
it's a
what's up.
whole lot of stuff going on, man. It's like every week it's something else, every week.
Mm-hmm.
But we gonna start off with trending topics, and we're gonna try to keep that going to the top of the hour because it's a lot. Because I didn't even cover everything I wanted to last week with the trending topics. But I know one we want to go ahead and kind of go and touch on. So getting ready to start the trending topic. All right. I made a post about the RIPs. You know, everybody who had, quite a few that came in threes. And after the Malcolm and
Ozzy.
I ended up posting the Ozzy, which they didn't quite understand. But
Right.
when you're hip hop and you're into music, what I care about what a person do outside of the music in their personal life is really not my concern.
No,
Um, I still bump R. Kelly. I'm still a Diddy fan. And it ain't got nothing to do with me. The music is tight. God damn it, the music tight. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't like
that's
we
right.
all walking around here and haven't made mistakes and hadn't learned from things we've done. So my thing on that
Well, the
is
reason that,
let he
yeah,
let he without sin cast the first stone.
yeah, and we so used
Then
to
they
now
wanted
to
to say
standing in
something about
judgment. Yeah, but we so used to standing in judgment right now. We can't really separate the person from their art.
mm,
You know.
well, yeah, ye of closed minds,
True.
um, and little minds, they small minds. But me, it's like stuff just don't bother me as much as it should because I'm so in my own lane. I'm
Right.
not one who's sitting around looking for a finger to point. Hey, they did wrong. They did wrong. That ain't me. Uh,
Right.
do I hold certain things? Yeah. Them accountable for certain things? Yes.
Right.
Rape of a 13-year-old,
Yeah,
rape of a
definitely.
minor, of course. Um, 16 is legal in Arkansas, a couple other states.
Hmm.
17 is legal almost in a whole lot. That's why if the movies it's age 17, under 17 have to enter with an adult. At
Right.
uh at 18, you able to get your own house, your own apartment.
Right.
You move out on your own.
Right.
Um, and like I said, age of consent. So I just look at different things different. So things that bother other people don't bother me. When I was in school, in high school, we was in Louisiana. We was on the borderline of Arkansas. We had
Hmm.
Caucasian uh, classmates that were going across the border and marrying their 16-year-old girlfriends. Their
Yeah.
parents was approving that. So we were seeing it, so it wasn't no big deal. So when they say, "Oh man, um, Drake fan kiss on the cheek and touchy touchy kissy kissy on a 17-year-old," that didn't bother me because hell, I saw people getting married at 16.
But
I
you know
know a
why?
lady.
But D, you know why
Yeah.
because you sound a lot like me right now. All right. You know why it don't affect us? Because see, we not a part of what I call the pacification of America. Where right now everybody offended by every damn thing you say.
Right. And do. Right.
Yeah, and so like with the whole like I post a lot about Hulk Hogan past, and I'm like, well, first of all, half these niggas saying this stuff now have said worse. Hell, I've said worse on this podcast than what he said. But
Shit, me too.
you
Hey,
know, and I'm looking at this. Unless you really follow the business he was in, you really kind of get, you know, your
well,
view on things gonna be wrong because a lot of the problem that black wrestlers like Booker T and Mark Henry and a lot of the older guys say he never, you know, he treated them with respect. So I don't know, you know,
mm-mm.
I didn't know the man,
I
but
went
I'm gonna
deeper
go
than that.
by, you know, if other black men I respect are speaking well of him, I'm gonna take that more in consideration than some nigga on TikTok.
Yeah. The deal is this: people will take anything anybody say and stretch it, especially they're reaching.
Right.
Especially the content creators. They'll take what they have or partially read and try to make it a daily word. You know what I'm saying? Whoa, I just, you know. So when I posted him, somebody got up under there. Oh, he a racist. He
Right.
ain't nobody. He did some things. He done this. He done that. He done this. And then, do you know what he actually said? I'm gonna play what he actually said. This is what and I
Okay.
love it now. These pro wanna be pro black educated Niagaras, Negroes, as
Exactly.
my Uncle Joe would say. Uh,
I'm gonna call them what they are in a second. Go ahead.
so RIP to the Hulkster,
Right, right.
Hulk Mania.
And we ain't saying it. Understand some people. We not necessarily saying when we say R.I.P. Hulk Hogan, that is not the same as us saying R.I.P. Terry Bollea because we didn't know the man. We knew him as Hulk Hogan. You know, we
Right.
can separate the two. So, you know, y'all got to grow up a little bit. Y'all a little emotionally
Yeah.
immature.
And like I say, when we knew then, it was Hulk Mania. My brother
Right,
had his action figure. I had Roddy Piper. We were into wrestling. He took wrestling
right,
to the next level. Along with the junkyard,
right.
he came after the junkyard dogs and the fabulous Freebirds and the grappler and all them real
Yeah.
wrestling before it turned into the
More
power
so what
grip
it is
and
now,
all that.
kind of overproduced. It's not what it used to be. And I can say
Right,
this: I'm blessed because I'm a lifelong. Anybody follow me know I'm a lifelong wrestling fan. I got a chance to work in the business. You know, a lot of the stuff I get to enjoy now wouldn't have come to fruition if it wasn't for what he did. And another
right,
death that's gonna really affect people is gonna be Vince McMahon when he passes. That's gonna be another loud one, because those two are responsible for what we have and what the business is today.
right. But he racist. Okay, this is what happened. Here's the whole thing that got us. So since y'all don't know, and you just running out for hearsay and looking for the cancel culture, any damn thing anybody do is wrong and they should
Snowflakes,
be thrown in the trash.
woke
Okay,
folks, they
this is
missed.
what Hulk Hogan actually said. Peep this out, y'all. Peep this out.
They're
Okay.
all talking trash. And Booker T goes, "I'm coming for you, Hogan, you nigger." Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga. And everybody down there, Lil Wayne, Birdman, everybody, they're all, calling me nigga.
So basically, what he did, he was in an interview. He was repeating what that black guy said. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga. So he was talking on the podcast,
Yeah,
and he said, "Yeah," he said, "Hulk
I'm gonna
Hogan,
tell you
I'm
something about
coming
that.
for you,
I'm gonna tell you
nigga."
something about that clip. I'm gonna tell you something about that clip because I gotta add context. I was watching it live when it happened years ago. Booker T slipped up and said that.
Mm-hmm.
Booker T because the promo, and y'all know my boy Booker T, he get into his promos and he slipped up and said it live.
Mm-hmm.
But that's one of the ones to say that Hulk Hogan always treated him good. Was respectful to him.
Right. And so he repeated what he
Right.
said. But the ones who want to make something big, they was trying to say he was calling him a nigga. But if
Yeah,
you
and
saw the
that's
clip, you say, "Look,
and,
Hogan, we coming for you, nigga."
yeah, and you see how liberals and the woke folks and the snowflakes gonna twist that up. I just told you the context of it, but yet they gonna still come at you and say, "You see what he said?" Now, understand context, fool.
Yeah. So that I just wanted to touch up on that. All of my
Right.
woke people that
Mm-hmm.
want that pro-black that takes a little piece and run with. Oh, I heard he racist. He
Mm-hmm.
repeated what he said.
Right.
Someone heard it, and for content, they took it out of context.
Right.
And
And he said more than that. He said a lot more than that. He basically said, "I want my daughter marrying no nigga."
right, he said that.
So what?
But
I mean, just that's what I'm
the
saying.
reason, the reason
Half
that
of,
nope,
half of,
but
yeah, half of us say that about our kids.
yeah, I mean, the deal is this: when certain whites hang around blacks, they automatically feel like they have a pass to say
Right.
whatever, to say that.
Right.
Hulk Hogan
Right.
hung with blacks. You know, they even got videos of him listening to Young Jeezy. You know, so
Yeah.
he got a lot of videos of him with brothers and they turning up. You know, and
Right.
he helped brothers get into the wrestling that was denied otherwise. So
Exactly.
they don't see that. Just like I don't really want mixed breeds, mutts in my bloodline. You know,
Uh,
so especially if it's the daughter marrying Caucasian,
right.
I don't particularly want it. So when I'm talking to her, I might say, "Don't bring no, honky baby. Don't bring no mutt. I don't want no mutts." Somebody hear that? Oh, he racist. We're just because a person speaks their opinion on what they don't want, that don't mean they don't like that race. Because
Right.
one of my best friends is white.
Right.
You know, I had a room at his house with his mom and them. They had me a room over there, and everybody was saying his mom and them was racist and prejudiced and all that. But I had my own room. His mom used to get up and cook for me. You know,
Well, you know
so
what? I had a good friend. He's literally like a brother to me. I've known him since I was a teenager. He's a white guy. He said, "George, everybody got prejudices." He
yeah,
said, "We all got prejudices." He said, "Of course, people see color." He says, "It doesn't matter if folks gonna act on it or not. It's what you do, not necessarily what you
right.
say."
It's not what you say, because I can say I don't want her bringing on, no mixed breed. And when I'm in the stores and I see happy white couple, happy white couple together, and then I see the little mixed child with the curly kinko hair, I say, "Oh, yeah, he messed up the litter. She done fucked up the litter." You know, that's just what I say. But I don't
Yeah,
have nothing personally against them. But
it's
we grew
nothing.
up
It's no
hearing certain
malice.
things.
Yeah, but basically, what you said, no malice behind it. It's just you just
Right,
saying
right,
something,
at all.
And people so sensitive. They so sensitive about the message and the verbiage, and now people just gonna give it to you real. So if you can't take it, you're just gonna choke on it. And people
Exactly.
just go. That don't mean they racist. I've had people. I've been stranded in Mississippi and had guys with Confederate flags come help me. You know what I'm
And
saying? I'm
yeah,
looking
you
at
know what I'm saying? But when they get in their environment, fuck them
yeah,
there. I mean, if they
yeah,
ain't killing them and dragging you across the street, man, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
yeah, out of context. But we have Anthony on the line. We got to move on to the next trending topic. What's happening, Anthony? What's going on with you?
Good
What
evening,
it do,
brother.
fellas? What it do? What it do?
It's
What is it?
doing.
What it
How are
do?
you?
I am good.
We trying to tackle these trending topics for the top of the hour. Then we're gonna jump on the
George, did
topic.
you say how you doing, bro?
Yeah. No, I said I don't know what I said. I'm drinking too much coffee right now.
Yeah, hey, I got clear coffee,
Yeah.
but in my cup. But
Yeah.
yeah, and then another thing that happened was the guy that went viral with the police incident. I meant to go over this last week, but I skipped it by accident. He did the YouTube video, and the Well, he started recording in his vehicle, and the cop was asking him to get out. His window couldn't come down. The cop felt offended, busted guy window, punched him in the face, and all that stuff. And so the uh, the cops in the city, the mayors and stuff, and the chief of police don't want to prosecute nobody, and they trying to justify that cop's actions. But I think this is
Social
it right
media
here.
is not reality. One video clip devoid of context can be very misleading. Given that McNeil never brought this incident to JSO's attention, but rather pushed the cell phone camera footage that he had in his possession since March 5th out on social media, one can only assume, and I'm saying I assume, that he intended to inflame the public. The administrative process is still ongoing, and as such, I will neither defend nor commend Officer Bauer's response to resistance until all the facts are known and the investigation is completed. However, as the leader of this agency, I will not remain silent while important facts and information are buried to advance an anti-police agenda. The truth is, William McNeil Jr. was non-compliant with JSO officers within 21 seconds after he was stopped for multiple civil infractions. His non-compliance quickly rose to the level of criminal resistance to a police officer. McNeil was arrested and pled guilty to resisting a police officer without violence. Force absolutely looks ugly. And because all force is ugly, whether or not the officer involved acted within outside JSO policy, that's still what we're investigating.
And that's bullshit. Okay? Now,
Right.
I understand them saying he had the camera up with intent of provoking, the officers. So you can say that. He been had the footage since March and it's just not coming out. Okay. You can't say why he held the footage. He pled guilty to non-compliance and to an officer and but non-violence. So that means he didn't do anything to the officers, but with the officers beating him, which I would love to see the cam footage of what happened when he got out of the truck.
Right.
But he snatched him out of the truck. There's no way to justify that. Whether he put the camera on with intent, you still acted out the part. So to me, that's a bunch of bullshit.
Right.
And justice needs to be served through law.
Well, even
The brothers in blue are a thicker gang than Bloods
they
and
are,
Crips.
and
It's
like
truly a gang. That's what it gives. They stick by each other. That man know, and he trying to put it off on him, like his timing is off, trying to enrage the public. Why would if it was something that was justified, it wouldn't enrage the public.
well, the thing is, and I run political campaigns back home in Memphis, so I deal a lot with Memphis PD and internal affairs, and there's so much corruption. Best thing for him to do is try to file a civil suit, put himself in the best position, get a nice settlement, because that hurts them worse than anything else because it's so corrupt. You're not gonna really get justice from inside the system. I'm
Right.
seeing that firsthand. So the best thing to do is go ahead and hurt them in their pocketbooks. Now, to all those people say that, well, what you do by doing this, you taking the money away from resources. But I'm like, damn, they not servicing the community anyway. So what difference does it make at that point? You have to hit them where it hurts. Protests and all that, that's all fine and good. I've done all that. But what really is effective as far as affecting changes, you use your economic power. And sometimes, like, we trying to bankrupt the city of Memphis just because of this very kind of thing. And this what you have to do.
Yeah.
That
Just like
first
I was.
punch truly told you everything you needed to know.
Right.
Yeah. And you can tell and see the thing about a lot of officers, not all of them, but a lot of officers were pussies in school. They got bullied or they got beat up at home by the dad or the step parent. And so when they get grown, they join the force and they take that rage that's been built up in them since they were little.
Right.
And they take it out on different people, when they pull them over, especially a lot of times ones people of color. If they're Caucasian, they'll take it out on a person of color, especially if a person of color bullied them in school. or
Right.
mess with their wives or something like that. It's a rage revenge thing, and I noticed that a lot. Even
Right.
with the black guys that got bullied, I ran across that issue one time in
Right.
Monroe, Louisiana, when this little guy who was a little sissy or whatever got bullied in school. Then he wanted to take it out on me when he had a chance for us to have an altercation. He was
Right.
talking all crazy. I'm looking at him like, dude, you already know. But he had his little uniform on. He had a partner with him, and boy, they were ready. And it was over
I
female.
also
You know what I'm
I
saying?
also think the power is also plays a factor. When you
Mm.
have a certain amount of power, if your mind is not all the way, if you just not and not just for religious purpose, like if your heart is not all the way together, that power can corrupt you, just like the Lord of the Rings. You know what I'm saying? When you get that ring, if you ain't strong enough, that power control you and put you in a mindset that you have a God complex.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it'll put you in a God complex. And I do feel like some officers, it's officers that don't even want you to talk back. Like they your
Mm-hmm.
father and your mother. Don't talk back to me. Don't even question me. It'd be real crazy. We're both human beings. I'm questioning you because may I ask why you stopped me? Give me your license registration. Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
ask me shit. I'll tell you when I'm ready to tell. It be just you could tell right off soon as that happens, the energy that's gonna occur.
Come out, yeah. Because you know
And don't
me.
get me wrong, he is
Mm,
black, but at the same time, don't be no fool. We've seen it
mm-mm.
time and time again. It do not that we can avoid any of it,
And the
but
deal is,
yeah.
even if he did do it for clicks or whatever, the reaction of that officer, like you said, the breaking of the window and the punching in the jaw said it all.
Oh yeah.
That's a wrap. That's it. I don't care if he was trying to get a
That
million
first
likes.
punch
He was
was
trying to.
crazy. That first punch was crazy. You would imagine he bust the window open and immediately start trying to open the door. He bust that window open and punched that man in the jaw.
Yeah.
Right.
So that
Now I
shows.
understand, like if he in the car acting a fool, and it was almost it's I can't even justify it if I wanted to. Not like I'm trying to knock you out because you're a danger to me and everybody else. You're spazzing in the car, you're losing your mind. I was trying to hit you to kind of calm you down because you in here hyperventilating and screaming and hollering. This man is calmly sitting in his seat. You
Right.
Yeah.
didn't try to open the
But
door
the
first.
fact
You
was,
punched him in his
he
face.
was the cops seen him being a smart ass and
Yeah, they don't
not
like none of
obeying
that.
me. That power streak, like you said. You disobeying me and you trying to be a smart ass. I'm gonna show you when I bust his window open. That's what that was. You could see it in his face
He
when he
could not
bust the
wait to
window and
punch
how
that
he
man in
punched
his
him.
face.
Right.
And it's
Yeah.
not funny, it's
So
crazy. He could not wait to punch him in his face. He
Well,
been
you
from
know
the
that.
moment the argument started, he was ready to punch him.
Yeah, and I remember a
yep.
couple years ago, in my hometown, I was part of a protest for Tyree Nichols, who was beaten to death by 5 Memphis police officers. And it was all recorded, and they got acquitted. So that's the kind of stuff,
Man,
I'm used
and
to being around. So
I
yeah, it's
sent
just
I told Austin to send Anthony the video that we did when we talked with what's her name?
He sent it to
The
me.
Green, the Harding
Yeah.
right,
case. Man, that got deep, Anthony. When you see how they beat that boy, go to the actual videos of Ronald Green.
mhm,
And we had his mom and sister on here before. And that's one of the cases that went worldwide, Al Sharpton, everybody.
right,
And they're still trying to get justice. But one of the main chief that was on the scene when he found out that they were trying to prosecute them, he mysteriously had a one-car accident, hit a tree, and unalived himself. But
Mm.
yet the other ones got off. Uh,
mhm,
you just need to watch. They got the trial, the whole trial, beginning trial on YouTube, and they have the whole camera footage where they beating him, pulling him. But the initial report, they said he hit a tree and he died from his wounds of hitting the tree. That was the
right,
initial report for now. But then when
but
Wow.
you,
the camera footage
but
came out,
right. But the thing is, a lot of people that aren't aware of the insidious, systemic buffoonery that goes on. It's not just them just beating folks too. It's them losing reports. It's the police themselves making false statements and reports that I've seen. It's them planting evidence. It's them destroying evidence. They actually do all
Yeah.
this stuff. I'm seeing
So
it. You know,
No, George, I agree with you. Definitely try to silver suit it. Like try to make it as
right?
quick and painless. I won't even say painless, just quick as possible because you're literally going against a gang that who at this point Trump said he's trying to get them partner on everything.
I'm gonna say
Trump
this too
said he
about
tried.
well,
Trump.
Yeah,
they basically
I was
partners.
I
Trump
was
said I don't know if they passed that yet or not, but he said any activity from a police officer, you ain't going to court for it. You're not getting arrested. You're not getting suspended. You ain't doing nothing.
Okay, all you
but
gonna
see
do is
people
create
mess up.
poetic justice.
All these people whine about Trump, worry about the wrong stuff when it comes to the police department. What you really have to pay attention to is your local campaigns because those are that's who is in direct governance of your police
Right, the
department.
government.
Stop worrying about Trump and pay attention who running for your city council.
Yeah,
Pay
because
attention to running for
Trump
your
can
school
pass
board.
that. Trump can pass that all day, but if the governor say no or the Senate say no, it's not gonna happen.
Right,
So
right. Calm down.
yeah, you gotta focus on your locals. And
Right.
speaking of fighting and all that stuff. All right, y'all know it went down Friday night. Okay, it went down. All right, Clarissa won. All right, she won.
Yeah.
Everybody say she's the gout, the GWOAT. All right.
Uh
But what I saw in that
That
fight that
sounds
night,
so nasty. The gout.
yeah, that's what they
huh.
call it. I say, do you know what gout is? I knew a guy who had gout, and he say it wasn't nothing nice. His feet and stuff was hurting.
No, no, that
They love
sucks.
that, but they love that girl. They say she this, she all this, she all this,
Right.
and so she won her little
Right.
thing. You know what I'm saying? She won, but it was sloppy. I wasn't impressed. She
Right.
got tired.
Right.
Um, they just not built. A lot of these new boxers, they're just not built like the boxers of old. You know,
Yeah.
things change. I understand that, but they're getting a lot of them are getting weaker. They don't stand for nothing. Like when you
Right.
get a position like that, you usually stand for something, and everybody want Clarissa to be the you know best female fighter ever. When I watched that fight, the other girl was moving around. The girl ain't got but what? How many knockouts? 3 knockouts. A
Right.
whole
Right.
career.
Do you have a
16 and some
particular
fights.
female boxer that you watch or you look at?
I
I'll
watched a
defend.
lot of them. The main one that I used to watch though, because I kind of got out of it when I started getting into real estate and all that. But I used to I watched the Ali's
Okay.
that era. You know what I'm saying?
Because
And then
I feel like the only thing that she's I won't say that. I won't discredit that sister like that. Um, we on her ass hard. As black people, you can't do too much. Like she can't dress. She ain't got no sex appeal. We knock her down at every chance we get. But
Right.
no,
what I do
um,
enjoy that she's bringing a light back to it. Like how Angela, even though don't get me wrong, I'm not a big sports person, so I could be very much ignorant in this comment. But Angel Reese and the college girls, not just her, she's an example, bringing light to college female basketball. She's bringing light to female boxers. They paying attention, they watching. So I just
Right.
feel like in her case, she is bringing a light back to black female boxers.
Right. For now,
yeah, but
because what
she's
she's doing,
super hood. When she opened her mouth, it's like
but
boom, boom, boom.
if she's smart, she'll find a way to make that marketable. Because especially with fighters, they're not thinking necessarily about their career. They're thinking past it. They're thinking about social media opportunities, branding opportunities. So I don't see her boxing a long time. But if she got the smart people around her, they'll maximize this because a boxer's lifespan is not long at all. At all. And after you should train with
But
professional
when they
fighters.
looking for her to be the whatever, and I
No,
don't know. It's just that
no.
she comes with little to no class, and that's my thing. I'm about, you know what I'm saying. She comes with little to no class. She's
Yeah,
like
but
the
then,
sexy red. She's the sexy
right.
red of boxing.
But you know what, D? You know what
Is
they
she
is?
really?
I
That-
mean, you on her ass.
But here's my thing. If that's what she is, then she need to capitalize and try to find a way to make that marketable,
uh-uh.
make her ass some money.
See,
What's
another
the
thing,
difference?
like I was saying earlier, she don't really have no sex appeal. I feel like if she had a little
Right.
bit more sex appeal, they would not compare her to Sexy Red. Sexy Red, even to me, has sex appeal. As ratchet
Yeah,
as
I
hell
mean,
as she is,
sexy
Sexy,
red is
No.
cool.
yeah,
I bought
Sexy
her a
Red
lot in the
has,
club.
yeah. But am I saying is Clarissa?
Yeah.
She to me, it misses the mark every time. She either trying too hard or not trying enough when it comes
Why was
to.
she on there at the wedding and showing a goddamn tit,
I
a
don't
piece of
know.
tit?
That's a mess. That's a mess. I can't. I
Oh, that
wouldn't.
don't
I
look
You know what?
that
I'm gonna
looks
be. I,
mm.
I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna go back and look at some of this stuff, and I want to watch, see her fight, see how technical good she is, before I really just
Yeah, I mean,
go
I
in
feel
and
like
I
just be
heard.
this.
I
saying,
hear she a beast.
She was a beast. I think.
Speaking of female goats, AJ in the house.
AJ, what's up?
yeah,
Hey, Jizzle. That's the A
What's
Jizzle.
up, y'all? What's up,
Who's
y'all?
happening with
what's going
the
on?
gout? See the
Yeah,
gout.
Right, got the
now
gout,
she the
got the
goat.
gout. I got the
Now,
gout.
yeah,
GWOAT, they want to make this girl. I guess I don't know where that W come in because she a
It's supposed to
woman,
be the
but
greatest
that's the
woman of
most.
all time.
but y'all know why it's really
Yeah.
going down. It's really going down like this. Let's talk real. Let's talk the truth. It's about money. And boxing is thirsty. Boxing is hurting because they don't know
Okay.
how to build personality. So anybody with a modicum of hope for that business, they gonna latch on and make them bigger than what they are. That's why you see a lot of boxers now. They don't have the skills of the back in the day because now you don't have to be, because boxing is thirsty. Boxing is hurt. Boxing is hurting. MMA is hurting now for the same reason. They don't know how to build stars. What was the last? Who's the latest prominent boxer y'all can just name? Nobody. Nobody.
Mm.
So they gonna latch on to her and they gonna throw that
No,
GOAT title on her because they thirsty. She probably ain't that good. She's probably not that
I'm
I
good.
pretty sure
mean,
it's some girls
put
in the
like this.
inner
She gets in
cities and
there.
that's in them what's the boxing clubs and all that. I'm sure it's some girls out there that's really putting in that work to get there,
Yeah, they
but
putting in
Right,
that work,
yeah.
but
right.
if
Cause
they ain't got their marketability, if they ain't got a little bit of
Yeah.
sex appeal, they ain't gonna make it because they can't make no money off
hey,
you that
she
way.
making
Well,
it,
hell,
and
she
that
ain't
help
got a
ain't got
drop.
no sex appeal. No
Yeah, I'm saying she
sex
ain't
appeal.
got a drop. She done got in the right doors. She's
But
got in
now,
the
I
right
Yeah.
doors,
mean,
and
put
don't
like
get me wrong,
this.
she is a great fighter. I'm sure.
Right, right.
She can
But
okay.
what
She
I'm
got the
saying,
hands, but
but,
she straight. She
but
fights more
what,
like the female that you went to school with that was whooping everybody's ass in the cafeteria and on the playground. She fight like that.
right,
She a
right,
nigga.
right, right.
She at it. You know what I'm saying? So she don't have no style, no poise. You know, it ain't. It's not
Right.
It's not groomed boxing. I watched about 8 of her fights,
Yeah.
and she gets in there real quick. You know, she do a thing. But the last 3 fights she had, she been getting kind of tired
Right.
around the fifth
Okay.
fifth round.
And
Sixth
plus
round,
what
she
you
kind of tired, she's sluggish, and she keep
and
putting
what
her
I'm
arm down.
right. So
And
what I'm taking
you
from
know,
what you saying, what I'm taking from what you're saying is not only does she appear to be an average fighter, she's not marketable. There's nothing about her that makes her marketable.
Yeah, no,
but
at
being
least
that
she's
she's
not. She's not.
making
I don't know
noise
about her
and
fighting, but
she's
she's definitely don't
popular,
get marketable.
Because here's my thing. As a person that's been close to
popular,
the fight game
Mm-hmm.
they
before,
love
That's
her.
how
The
they
she's
young
don't they can
popular.
give
generation,
but let me tell you something. They give a damn how good you are nowadays. They want your
Right.
marketability. That's where they're gonna
She
make their
just
real money,
it's
not
she's
like
off you
this.
fighting.
popular.
And what makes her marketable
Uh-huh.
is one thing about Gen Z.
Uh-huh.
Gen Z, they ride or die for Gen Z, bro. Them little ignorant
Right.
fuckers in Gen Z and Gen Alpha, they they don't give a damn. They identify with people their age,
Right.
and so whether you garbage or whatever, they gonna ride or die with you, boy. That
Yeah.
that
In
goddamn
today's society, it the
yeah.
marketability is not there, but what is there? The drama. When I first heard about
Right.
her, it was the Papoose and Remy Ma thing. That's when it all
Yeah.
just started
And that's
popping
when she
off for
blew
her.
up.
Yes,
That's when she blew
yeah, the
up.
drama. Everybody live for the
And
drama, the baddies, the
The
fighting,
Yeah, that
and
but
since she's been fighting,
but here's the thing.
Since Papoose been uh, slow rolling, she didn't gain weight. She just been sloppy in them last couple of fights. She getting that, he filling her up with that calm. She getting that weight on her. And her fighting is off to me. If you go back and look at fights before she got with Papoose, she jumped in that ring. She was doing that thing. And so when I posted that, a lot of people wanted to say a whole lot of little negative shit, but at the end, it was like, well, yeah, I agree. She was kind of off that night. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't herself. Yeah, shit. It was great.
What the problem is, she got all this stuff. And I've known a lot of fighters. She's too distracted. It's too much stuff going on around her where she can't put her head in the game. That's why
Yeah.
she
right.
don't look as sharp
You
as she
can't have
looking.
sex the night before the fight.
Right.
Tyson had to
Yeah.
learn that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you can't have sex 3 days and shit like that before the fight.
And she
But
probably
I'm
got the
thinking
wrong
that's why
people
she
around
was
her.
so sluggish and tired.
Mm-hmm.
Austin, what's that? We got Austin on the stage, y'all. What's that? What it do? What it do?
Good evening.
What's going on?
Nothing much. Nothing
What's
much.
that? What's that? We was talking. We wrapping it up. We just talking about your woman crush, but we threw it. But we threw it, old Clarissa. Now we about to get into the topic.
Y'all talking about my wife? Oh, well, yeah.
Your woman crush, Clarissa, boy. Come on now, stop playing.
No. My wife is my only woman crush. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, I'm gonna post that text message. Hold on.
Go
You
right
told me to
ahead.
go check out Clarissa. Hold on.
Yeah, go right ahead.
You said go check out, man. Man, have you seen Clarissa? I say, Clarissa, who? You like that boxer?
Yeah. If you got it, go ahead and send it.
If we wasn't live, it was just one or two of us, I would. That been about a month. That been about 2 months ago, though.
Oh,
But
yeah. Okay.
So yeah. Now, ladies, the question we had today. Let me see. There's one more thing on here. Hold on. With the trending topics before we get out of here. On that. There's something else that came up in the Diddy trial. And they may be getting ready to release him tomorrow, possibility. Keep this out.
The judge has responded to the motion that the defense put up, asking that Diddy be released prior to his sentencing in October. Now, the judge has told the prosecutors they have until Thursday of this week, 2 days, to respond to that motion. The defense attorneys are saying that the government is going against DOJ policy, that the policy normally goes after commercial traffickers, not the individual participants, and that it has literally never been a situation or a case like this before. Now, we know that Diddy was found guilty of the Mann Act, but in that Mann Act, there was no financial gain for Diddy. Diddy was simply a participant that was not even receiving the performance from the ex-worker a third party was. On top of all of this, they're saying that before Diddy was ever even arrested, he did go to a DV program, and he is not a danger to anyone. So once they send this information in on Thursday, but knowing the government, it'll probably be at the end of the day, the judge will look over this and make a decision, and we could possibly know something by Friday. Diddy could possibly be released by Friday.
And the fact that they handled that case the way they did, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't do no time. And if he did, there'll probably be 2 years.
Well, I think they were
2
saying something about
5
Trump said
years.
he would. I think Trump said he would pardon him anyway. So it really don't make no difference.
But yeah, they dipping in that man's sexual life, and they couldn't find nothing on it. And then when I get out, I'll turn around and sue them hell. And that's probably what he probably going to end up doing.
Yeah.
But okay, let's see. I think that's all I wanted to kind of touch up on. We went through everything before we get to this topic.
All right.
Now, the topic today, and for the record, like Austin say and like George say all the time, We not on here to
Oh,
attack
you gonna
women
give a
or anything.
disclaimer? Your man
We
hate a
just
disclaimer. Your she man hate a
yeah,
disclaimer.
we not man, we not women haters. We just speak our minds on what the world wants to know
No,
that
nobody
they
want to
can't
ask you
or
this.
afraid to ask.
Ain't nobody asking you this.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like the way women act. A lot of people don't like the way a lot of men act. A lot of people don't like the way that the guys sit at home and play video games while the woman working 2 jobs. We just speak on that shit. And if the shoe fit, shit, wear it. You know what I'm saying? If the
We
shoe
really
fit,
letting y'all
wear it to the soul run out. And if it
a
Let
don't,
lot.
George,
why do you think?
let George do the disclaimers from now on.
A
'Cause
lot.
that was
Understand
bullshit.
something. A lot of what we doing is us letting you in to how we feel and how we think, and it's gonna come across like we criticizing y'all. It's not what we doing.
Mm,
We just really speaking to our experience. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? So you got to give us
Our
room to do
experience.
this. We don't mean nothing by it, because I always
Okay.
say I ain't talking about
Okay.
all. I'm only speaking to me.
Long as
So
we
y'all
don't
got
say
to
all
charge it to
women.
that.
Let's do some
Mm-mm.
all. It ain't
And
all
I guess you
women.
want George to say it. I guess George's word is more valid, huh? Because George like women, or you say I'm against women or something.
You be
Man, it's
saying
because I'm that
all
nigga.
women.
What you mean?
You
Yeah.
be saying all women, like
Yeah,
all
No, I
yeah.
women.
don't. And then I also say, no. I never said the word all never came out. I never say the word all. And anybody with any common sense know that when people are talking, are voicing their opinion, that's
We
not
just talking
including
about the
everyone, because there's
why
People
always
ain't
it's
got
an
women that
people
exception
ain't
to
got
speaking
every
common
opinion.
rule.
sense. That's
That
what you got
should
to
But
be
remember. A lot of
it's
people
your
ain't got common
opinion.
common sense.
sense.
But even though women are the most educated, I also learned that common sense ain't so common these days either.
It's
So
not.
I understand.
Mm.
So
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Now
Mm.
the question we had tonight that everybody was talking about. I went on
Hold
a
on, hold on, hold
couple
on.
of
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. AJ,
Mm.
you cool?
I'm
you
good.
supposed to say it.
All right,
AJ.
you got this now.
This
I
is
got a
supposed to say
little
it. AJ.
common
Help,
sense.
help me on
Now
this
let
one.
me
All
see.
right, if you
AJ.
about age.
I got enough common sense to read the room.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, okay,
AJ.
okay.
AJ.
Mm-hmm.
AJ.
What's up? What's up?
Get out your feelings. Get out your feelings.
Maybe I'm in my feelings then.
That's what it is. Get out your feelings. This ain't a place for you to get in your feelings. Because you get in your feelings on him, the feelings sometimes get hurt. So we don't need
It's
you in
time
your
to
Mm-hmm.
feelings.
back up off
We don't need you
AJ
in your
now.
Yeah,
feelings.
We done
you
let
know
y'all
he gonna
talk.
beg.
We done let
He
y'all
gonna
talk
beg up
enough.
off
Not today.
me.
It's time to back up off of
Okay.
now.
He just trying to
Okay.
bring the dog out. He just wants from South Memphis tonight. That's
Yeah,
all.
Hey,
cause you know what?
get out your feelings.
Cause,
But, so
cause
I've been
you
on a
know
couple of podcasts on
right.
TikTok. Maybe invite me on there, and I go on, I listen, I voice my opinion. And the women on there, they were saying that women, today's women, because they are more independent, that a man can't bring nothing to the table for them. They're saying that all he can bring is money. So they just want money. It's not about leadership, guidance, leadership for what? You know what I'm saying? Then a lot of them say, like we saw, they said men aren't leaders anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to find a leader. Why do they need a leader? I'm independent. So the question is, do they need yeah. Do they do your man have to have money? If you looking for somebody to marry, do you judge him or pick him according to his bank account? Like anything else he brings to the table doesn't matter, long as he bring that pocketbook,
So
that
he can
money,
be
that wallet.
abusive. He can be abusive as long as he got a little churn.
That's what a lot of women of today are settling with. This new generation.
Well, actually, AJ,
I
yeah, a
doubt no
lot
woman is selling to get their ass whooped. I doubt
yes,
that
They
happened.
want the
yes, they are.
lifestyle.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. A number of women will sell out, getting beat, cheated on, and anything else to have a lit change, and don't let the
Oh, I
man
guess if we're
actually
going
be
back to
in the
Diddy, Cassie
limelight.
is a prime example, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where it has gotten to today.
Well, she
Where
done fucked it up for us all because that ain't how regular women roll.
no,
Nah, I
I
don't think
mean
so.
it ain't him. This was going on way before Diddy kicked Cass ass,
Okay, so don't
and
get me
women ass
wrong.
been getting kicked like that.
Okay, but
Yeah,
my thing
yeah.
is, if we not talking about the bank account, y'all saying that we settling for a broke leader, a
A broke
broke
nigga who want to
a
stay at
broke.
home and play the game.
What are we settling for if not the money? I'm confused. I just want to make sure I'm hearing this correctly. If it's not the money, we're selling for what? Good smile, good personality. What is it that we're getting if we're
Well,
not getting?
a
I
lot of
can't
y'all
believe
just
that
want
question
No,
is
no,
pennies.
being
no,
asked.
no. Y'all not answering the question. You
I
talk about a
can't
lot of
believe that
y'all. Y'all
question
turned
is
it back
being
on the
asked.
women.
But
But I'm asking, like, what is it? It says it don't give. Put the post back up. Put the post back up, please. Put the
Hold
post
on.
back up,
Yes, ma'am. And break this down because I can't believe you asked that.
cause I want to make sure
Uh,
I'm reading it. I'm reading it right.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's make
Maybe
sure
I
she.
misread it. Should women choose men based on their bank account or what he can contribute to the overall relationship? Okay. Um, I think that's where I missed the last part. And when you say contribute to the overall relationship, you mean contributing as in like he take care
But
of the kids, he take the
oh
kids to
yeah, he
school,
stay at
he
home while
washing,
I
he doing
work.
that. Is that what you mean? What do you mean
He stay at
This is
contribute?
what I
home.
mean. Right here.
He stay at home while I work.
Nah, not that. Nah, that
Uh,
ain't. That ain't, you know.
Cause
What else a man should bring to the
men
table?
definitely cook nowadays. Men definitely wash clothes nowadays. They do everything that a woman do at home as
Right.
well.
they watch the
Whatever
kids.
Everybody do
whatever
the
fits your
chores.
household. Whatever fits your household is what's good for y'all. What is what's
But
good for
what
your relationship.
But
But a
y'all,
man
but
should
what's
the
bring
good?
several key elements. A
well,
man
we
should bring
always
several key elements to a
And as you
household.
see, financial is number one.
right, of
Mm.
course. But
Right. That's
they're
including
also
financial. But it says financial stability, emotional support, positive attitude, and willingness to contribute to the household tasks. Okay, so all of that is a package deal. Fine,
right.
of course, you ain't gonna go and get no guy that can't rub two. I mean, but they get with them. But when we say this, we talking about a regular man working 9 to 5, and he can contribute to being a leader. He offers some emotional support. He's willing to contribute to the household, not just because he got money. Because a lot of guys that got money could care less about any of that.
But see, D, what you gotta think about too is for a woman, what's money to her? What is she comfortable? How does she want to live? What's you got that goes into play too. She may want a lifestyle for a man that she may not be compatible with. But if she want to
Mhm.
just live a regular lifestyle, she might can work some
And
with
a
it.
lot of them do, especially
Yeah,
the Gen Zs and the late Ys.
right,
Um, they've been settling.
right.
Um, because girl, and I know some of them from my hometown. Girl, he got money, but girl, he be beating you up, and girl, he got a baby on you, and he got this and that. She don't care. You look at what car I'm driving. Look at this house. It's his house now. Everything in his damn name.
Right.
But she's living up, because he had all this before he got with her,
Yeah.
Well,
and he bought
Medea
her a
done
little
taught us
car,
not to
and now
let
she feels special.
everything be in the man name. So we should know that by now, 2025.
But it's women
Like,
that still do it though. That's the thing. I've seen women still do it.
and not let a
Still
man
doing the
not
same
put
old
nothing
thing.
in their name.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, because a lot of times, AJ, the women that's out here now, the man already has it. That's why they're looking at his bank account. So when he pull up, I see this all the time. I'm out here in the A, so I
Okay,
see it
you
all the time.
already got it, and you want to buy me a car. You think you ain't gonna put that car in my name? And it's
He'll
supposed
put
to be
that car
mine.
No.
in, and no, he'll put that car in her name. But the
What
house
about you?
that
Say
that,
you
that
say you
made
want to
her
buy me
notice
a
him,
we finna buy a house, You don't think both of our names would go in the house?
Well, we're
No,
not talking about when you
they
buying a
moving
house
in with him.
together. We talking about like when before then, if the guy already got his stuff.
He got a
Yeah,
mansion. He
Right.
ain't gonna put her on
he
that
already
mansion.
got it.
No, he ain't gonna put it on there.
Hell no, because
The
he using
only
her for the time being. Because 8 times out of 10, he got 4 more of her
the
that he
only
still
Already
the only
using.
lined
crazy
up.
person that did that is Simon, the one that married Portia.
Mhm.
But
Mm.
Portia had just dealt with a marriage prior to that where she didn't get nothing. She fell out flat on nothing after dedicating her marriage and her life to her husband. And when we get a divorce, you make sure I'm leaving penniless back at my mama house.
Right.
Right. Right.
So
Well,
I'm
that
not
was
gonna
So
go.
that
When
so
the
that's a
next
lesson
time
learned.
I go
Yeah,
buy $1 million house, I'm a
fool
damn
me
sure
once,
put my
shame on you.
name
Fool
on
me
it.
twice, shame on me. If she went through that
Right.
twice, she'd have been a fool.
But when you married is
no.
different. Now when you I will say this, marriage is totally different. But I'm talking about like trying to cohabitate and all that. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
But here it
and
says
that's what a lot
relationship.
of them doing.
What
They
I
moving in with these men. They're not marrying.
And then he can
And
just put
even
you
if
out
they
whenever
get
he feel
married,
like.
they don't care because they want that lifestyle.
Yeah. And then that's
They
his
don't care.
house, so he can put you out at any time. And then there you are back at square one.
Exact happened all the time.
And
Yeah, I can
and
believe
I'll
that.
never understand that when it comes to women. But pick this clip out. Pick this clip.
So many women struggle in relationships and don't know how to pick the right men because they don't know what to look for and don't know what a man is supposed to add to your life. So I'm going to share with you the 3 things that a man should bring into your life, into your space, and into the relationship. Whenever you are in connection with a man, he should be in the space to do these 3 things and to add these 3 things to your life. A man's role in your life and in the relationship is to bring provision, protection, and direction. If he doesn't bring these 3 things, he can't be your man because he's not yet a man. The first thing we talk about is the provision. He's providing for you. He can be bringing financial support, emotional support, some type of stability into the environment, right? It's about the stability. It's about the foundation. And that's what he is bringing to you and providing. So you can be a woman who says you want a man who is financially stable because he's bringing that into your life, into your space. And you as the woman will feel safe to be able to have his children, create his home, and do the things that you need to do as a feminine woman. The second thing is protection. On the surface level and in the easiest way for us to understand is because most of the times men are bigger and physically stronger. And so he's able to physically protect you. But he's also able to create an environment through that provision that makes you feel safe, that allows you to be soft, that helps you to step into your feminine energy and live in love and create an environment of love because you are operating from your divine feminine. And so that safety is a part of him being a protective measurement, a protective guide, a protective aid in your life. And then finally, he needs to bring direction. He needs to have a plan for where he wants to take you, what he wants to do with his life, and what he sees for you long term. And that's so important because the role of a woman is to expand something, is to grow things. Once he gives you the direction, once he tells you the plan, you are able to take that in and give him guidance, give him advice, give him counsel on how to make that happen in the most beneficial way for the two of you and the family that you potentially will create.
So that's what we mean when we say his overall contribution to the relationship, more than just I got money, we look good, we have the cars, I'm dressing what I want to dress in, I'm wearing my red bottoms. Do he spend time? Do he treat you like you his woman? Or will you cancel all the love and sentimentals behind that because that person have money? Does that exempt him from showing love and affection? Devotion.
I agree with the
and
lady.
our
A
option.
woman, oh my bad. A
No, you
woman
good, you
wants
good.
to be in her feminine energy. A woman wants to feel safe and
That's where I was
secure to
going.
operate like that, freely flowing like that.
And
We
we can't
want
do that
that
struggling thinking
space.
about bills broke.
Right. And it's almost like we can't do that without financial stability
That's why
either.
it's first in the
We got to
definition.
be stable and safe and secure before we let go and just we can't you just can't let go and your foundation ain't right.
And to
And
piggyback
so
off that, so are you saying we settle for like if he's sweet, he's kind, he spend time, he want to go to the movies, you done met his mama, everybody love you, he love you, he take out the trash, he do all that, he do this, but he cannot land a job
at
He
because
all.
cannot manage
yeah,
money.
he
He
cannot
can't
land a
keep
job, he can't keep a job
Oh
going.
no,
When we go to the
that
restaurant, you asking for before we go in. Let me use your debit card. Let me pretend like I'm paying. Let me be the one to pay. Let me borrow
Oh no,
$20.
look,
My
no,
birthday
No,
no,
coming up.
look,
Let me
well.
use
me.
that
This
$20 I gave
me.
you to buy me a
This
gift.
me. This
If you
me,
love
Anthony.
him,
I'ma slide you the card so you can pay, baby.
Yeah,
What?
we posted so, but
yeah. If you
at the
love
end of
him,
the day,
that don't matter.
when we get home, he'll do some laundry. He cool. He
Yeah,
loves me.
yeah.
He'll watch
He
Netflix and chill with me.
he
But
have food ready when I get off work.
yeah, but he don't have no money
And 9 times out
himself.
of 10, those type of guys be coming with that wood.
That's not the question we asked.
You know,
He
That's
taking
not
care
the
of the
question we
kids while
asked. The
I go to
question
work.
is,
hey,
are
that
you
comes with the
asking us
relationship
to
too.
settle? Are you asking us to settle for kindness, sweetness, spending time, and everything else, and the financial benefit is not there?
Mm-mm.
He got all them other
I'm
qualities.
asking you.
Financial stability is not there.
No. Financial stability should be there, but do he have to be a millionaire? No. Can you build with this with his income? Is he
Nobody
Absolutely.
stable
said he
enough
had to be a
to?
millionaire.
So we're looking at reality.
Yeah, in reality,
Yeah.
no woman is walking
Cause
around requiring a millionaire. Not in reality.
millionaire meet
wait, wait,
millionaires if
wait,
you were
wait,
just in the
wait,
right
wait,
position.
wait, wait,
And
wait a minute.
bring the
Because a number of
cold
women
water.
are running around talking about they need 6 figures, 6 feet with 12
That's
inches.
shallow. You do understand
6
that.
feet
That's
what?
shallow.
6 feet what, Austin?
Huh?
6 feet what?
I'm just saying, six
You
feet
said that.
tall and
Oh, okay.
12 inches of wood, or 13 or something like that.
Oh my
15.
God. What I feel like, and don't get me wrong, because I feel like everybody is in a class of their own. Like we were saying, he was saying millionaire. I feel like millionaires meet millionaires. If I am a celebrity, I do not want to date a man that works in real estate that sells insurance for such and such. I do want to meet another millionaire. That just will come natural. If I'm in that type of bracket. I hope a woman that's currently making 6 figures is looking for that for herself, not Lakeisha who do hair at home saying I want a man to do 6 figures. I hope you are looking on the playing level on which you're playing, if that makes sense.
So you
Yeah.
saying that you can't
Jay,
look above?
No, because it happens. But you can't be in my opinion, if you're choosing to date above, because women do, anybody, men, women, everybody wants to succeed and above their natural being or whatever you have. But you can't clown old boy that is, like we saying, sweet to your content, and they will. That's where it goes wrong. That's where the dynamic of women fall short. You can't be clowning a boy who works a good 9 to 5, makes a decent paycheck,
What's decent?
willing to decent,
she
like
said
Like
she's saying you
$15 an
should
hour?
date your wage.
no,
Date
no,
your wage.
no, and I'm saying if you don't date your wage, you can't clown the person that's in your wage. If you happen to get the hookup, if you happen to be at a bar and somebody done walked up to you, you don't even know this man here is a millionaire. This man here is making money. We talking about 6 figures above all that. And you just happen to be, okay, she is drop dead gorgeous or whatever the case may be, the love of my life, beauty, love at first sight. And and you done came up, pretty woman, you done came up. That do happen. But
Yeah,
you
Tiger
clowning,
Woods and that waitress.
yes, you a waitress and you clowning the busboy. It just be like, wait a minute.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
You're the waitress, but you clowning the busboy because you done came up off the rich dude who tipped you $100 and left his number. You just happened to come
Right.
up
Okay.
that day.
Gotcha.
That you came up because of somebody else's come up.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't your hard work and dedication. You came up off a come up, and now you trying to frown on.
Yeah, and your ex-boyfriend was a mechanic. So it'd be
Right.
like, it'd be like, okay, like, not that you have to lower your standards or that you have to humble yourself, but it be make sense. You did have you weren't
Mhm.
always where you was, sister. You just came up, and that's a great
Yeah.
thing. I'm happy for that for you.
And also too, there's a I mean, as far as I go, I don't speak to myself. There's a difference in a woman that comes in when you already established and got your stuff, as opposed to a woman that helps you build it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think a woman that helps you build something usually financially comes out better, even in divorces. So you got to look at what stage, what stage of life is that man, are you willing to tolerate, if, is in terms of his earning, in terms of where he's at, where he's going, does he have a plan? People don't look at all that. They just look
Now
at,
I'm gonna
well, they
keep it
got this
real.
in the account, but what's their long-term plan? You
Being
got to see if
single,
y'all can make that work.
when I was single and doing my thing, I'm already established. I seen women different than I did one who helped me build more, helped me grow more.
Right.
Because this is mine. I have a revolving door. You can leave anytime. That was my attitude. Because I don't need them for nothing at all. You benefiting off me.
Right.
And a lot of men think like that. And so when them women, I'm gonna get with him because he got money. Do you know how many women he done went through that got with him for money, and that he's gonna be looking at you eventually one night sideways? You know, you just gotta be careful when you being with somebody because of what they have, because that at the end of the day, that's theirs. That's kind of like
It's
the woman that want to jump in your car and ask you, can she take your car around the block, and she happy just to drive it. In my
right.
mind, I'm thinking you broke.
Is
In my
financial
mind,
gain important to you guys? Like, is it important to men? Do a woman
for
have
a
to be
woman or
financially
for us,
stable?
for a woman or for a
I wouldn't
man.
even say financially stable because I don't know why I keep saying that. Financially
It's
stable
to
is
me,
important no matter
to
what. If you by
to
yourself,
me,
single relationship, all that.
to me, at this stage in my life, and where I'm at, I'm more interested in a partner that can help me build what I got going, because I got a bunch of
So you
stuff
are
going.
interested in her pocketbook.
As long as
I
as
don't.
long as she got what she need right now, you know what I'm saying. If she can, help me build something, and be able to hold it down for herself, I'm good. I got me. That's why I
And you
met
mean
with it.
help you build? You mean like help you pay bills?
Now help me in terms of building what things I'm working on that's gonna bring in money, that's gonna bring in generational wealth. I'm in that grind right now. So I'm like, who's
Okay.
gonna be supportive? Who's gonna,
His
what I'm saying, who's
businesses.
gonna be there say that's what I'm thinking about. That's more valuable to me than where she's at financially, because you can always change your financial situation,
Because I
you
truly
know.
see a lot of women saying they are no longer dating for love. They are dating for coinage.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
a lot of men
They've
doing the
dated for
same thing.
love. They've dated for
AJ, didn't you
love,
say
and
that?
she sure did. And what about it? No, I'm just playing AJ.
You said who? That one? You call my name?
Because
Oh Lord,
I
she
think
ain't even
last
listen.
week
Go,
you were
go, go
saying
back and watch. Go back and watch TV. Go back and
You
watch the
said,
Housewives
then
or
I
something.
say I'm gonna marry for money. I said stability. You can
Yeah.
take that how you want, take that, wrap that up, and how you do
Well,
that.
that's what I
Ooh.
took it as money.
Yeah, okay, but it's more than just money though.
But you told me I could take it how I want to, wrap it up, and put a bow on it, and that's what I did. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
said
yeah,
money.
yeah.
So correct me about your
No,
statement.
because there's plenty of women who've dated for that bottom half of that statement. I keep forgetting what that bottom half said, but there's plenty of women who's dated for that, for love, for the affection, for that, and it did not turn out. It ended up
yeah.
wasting their good years. It ended up
I
wasting
was saying that I
opportunities.
understand that marriage is a contract. Marriage is more like going into a business now. And
Mhm.
so when you going into a business, the first thing you want to do is make sure that the money is stable. But it's
Right.
more aspects and going into a business beside just the money. And I see marriage the same way.
Right. There's emotional stability. There's emotional security. There's all those intangible things that men provide that,
Right.
oftentimes we don't talk about
Or take for granted.
or take for granted.
Because
Exactly.
because I've taken for granted emotional stability. I've had someone who made me feel emotionally stable and I took it for granted. And you don't know what you got until it's gone. You don't miss it until it's
What did his
gone.
bank account look like?
It wasn't about his bank account. He put and when I'm in my safe space, shit, I'm ready to go out here and shit earning for us all. I got us all. I put all us on my back to go get it. Because I'm in my safe space. I can go out here in the world and have my family on my back and then come home and be safe. Because
All right,
I'm
Anthony.
good.
Now, is he settling, Anthony?
It with that last statement she said, or just in general?
Yeah, when she said she'll go out there and put the
I
he
put
ain't have
my
to have
family
it
on my
run
back
about the
for
money.
my safe space. Yes.
No, I don't feel like they're
Stability can
settling. I
come
feel
in
like it's
different
exactly
ways.
what the topic is asking. It's either one. It's the options are it's either one or the other. And I feel like to have one, you have to have the other. For me to be okay with you not having all the money that I need you to have, you need to provide me that safe space. You need to provide me that stability. Now we ain't talking about being broke. That's a whole different story.
Nah,
We ain't talking about you not
we
having
Right.
ain't
no
We
talking.
ain't
money.
saying broke.
I'm talking
We
about
ain't talking
you
about broke.
fail. You got laid off. You got hurt. You can't do it right now. I got us.
Yes,
That's
and
what
I
I'm
feel
talking
like,
about.
That was
and
talking
he has
about
made her feel that secure and safe to be that woman to say, okay, I got us.
that's what we
Not,
talking about,
not
Anthony.
damn nigga. You've been on workers comp for 6. You've been on workers comp since I met you.
That's what
No,
the
not
second
workers
half is
comp.
about, Anthony.
Unemployment.
There we go. Yeah.
The second half, Anthony, is about he got an okay bank account because he got a decent job. And if he was to lose that job, would you leave him? Because he
No,
lost that job.
no, I will not leave you.
So
Now, if
that
I
means
realize,
you're not marrying just for money. You're choosing him because you like him and shit happens. And if you had to get out there and get 2 jobs to hold you guys, you know,
okay, like God, I
AJ
met a
said
black
she
woman.
would
That girl
leave
said, "Let
eventually
him die."
if
The
he was
new one,
trying and the doors kept being closed in his face while he was trying to get employment. Would you leave? Or would you stick it out and
How
do
long?
what
How
it
long?
takes?
How long?
He's trying, baby. He's trying.
Okay, how long?
3 years.
and it can't be word of mouth trying. You gotta be really trying. You can't just
Right.
be
You gotta
said. You
be
can't.
putting in
Yeah.
some effort. I gotta see you working that job, looking for a job is a job. I got to see you working. I mean, I'm just saying, if he can't work, then he need to go get some disability. He got to get income somehow.
Yeah, that's when
What
we.
if he ain't disabled though?
Well, then he can work.
Well, you better go in that hospital and act like you are disabled.
I mean, you better be. It's one or the other. Come on now, y'all grown. Y'all know y'all can't be. Y'all got to pay with your way out here.
Yeah, no,
Stop playing.
seriously. Yeah.
Well,
Y'all
some people don't
can't.
Stop
make
You
that
playing.
much,
cannot
but it's
ask us
still
to
at
sit 3
125 pounds.
years. 3 years. McDonald's
You
will
been
hire
looking
you.
for a job
Anybody
for
hire
3
you.
years, my nigga,
3 years.
and McDonald's hiring every day. Fuck wrong with you?
You could
Hey,
be
that
the
was a
bus
good one,
boy that we
AJ.
were just talking about. 3 years. Come on, dude.
Somebody
Hold
better
on,
And
keep
then,
no
and
fishing
this
now.
money
and
though,
this is
Diddy.
when the he man woman hater shit
But
come in
somebody,
because
if you ain't bringing in no
really
money,
would want
shit,
us to be in
McDonald's
that
money will
predicament.
work. You bring in a few quarter pounders, a couple of fish sandwiches a few apple pies in here to make up for the difference in your pay, and we good with that McDonald's check because you feeding us and you putting some
Hood
money
rich,
in the
hood
pocket.
rich, hood rich.
So I got the question, y'all. Do you prefer a millionaire cheater or a loyal broke guy? And here's my answer to this. It depends on what that woman values. At this point in my life, I want a man that has integrity, that has a good character, that lives by a certain moral code. I would rather him be broke than to be somebody who's a millionaire, disrespecting me, cheating on me, and not really giving me what I desire or what I need from a relationship just because he can provide a certain lifestyle. Absolutely not. I want to be respected, and I want to be in a situation where I respect that man. And a lot of times we look at lifestyle and money as in, oh, we have it all. No, you don't have it all if you ain't got no peace. You don't have it all if you're not being respected by your partner. And a lot of us are bypassing really good dudes, really solid guys that will treat you right, that will honor you, that will respect you. And you go for these guys that have no good intentions for you at all. You will just be one of many. And you're like, okay, well, I'd rather have that because I got money. That's not going to keep you warm at night, sis. I'm sorry.
Agree.
I agree.
Okay,
Yep.
so here's the thing. If we look at it from her standpoint, she said it ain't gonna keep you warm at night. The man that's broke. Okay, I've been in a situation where I've taken a cheater back, right? It wasn't a deal breaker for me in my younger days, right? It wasn't a deal breaker for me, but now it is. You see what I'm saying? Because I feel like that cheating is a integrity, it's a character flaw at this point, right? It's an integrity issue with me now. Because if you want a sister wife, say that. Don't lie about it, you know. Another woman in the house, you know. And
So your
so
wife and Clarissa Fields.
I mean, I'm just saying, just say that. Just be
No, I'm
honest. Because
messing
when
with
you
Austin.
cheating, you be lying. You lie.
I
Right?
mean,
And that's the one thing I can't
these days
take
the
is a
guys don't have to
liar.
lie because y'all doing anything now.
Who was y'all?
So
Ooh,
it
right. That's
don't.
what there go that
You
No,
ain't
no,
got
don't
to
lie
lie. Hey,
no,
about.
no.
I want
I meant y'all. Are you
I,
saying women or men? I know you ain't talking
well,
about us. I'm saying
I,
a
women.
lot
I,
So
a
I
lot
thought
I,
you
of
meant
women
women or
a
men.
lot of women are doing anything now. They accepting anything because men are hard to find. Decent men are hard to find. So if he
So
say
you
he want
saying
three
we gotta
women,
go back to a better right piece of man better than no man at
hey,
all.
if he want three men in the house, I mean three women in the house, then women selling for that now because it's hard to find a good man.
Now I
Okay.
heard people in poly relationships just to pay the rent.
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
We touched on that. Well, no, I was on a podcast where we touched on that. And yeah, people just in relationships. That's why I know I posted. I couldn't be in no business
People will
relationship.
be whatever they need to be out of necessity. Shit. Some people go around and be whole total homosexuals and be heterosexuals, but they'll be a homosexual because they out of necessity because they ain't got nowhere to stay. Or they ain't
Right.
got nothing to eat. People do whatever they need to do out of necessity.
Survival.
Right.
Yeah.
They're in survival mode. It's different.
Honestly, I've dated guys that make good money. I've never dated like an insanely wealthy dude.
What's good money?
Pull up your account.
My phone's dead.
Okay.
What is good?
Until you can pull up your account, then
Well, give us an idea. Why does it have to be about me? Is a couple
I'm
million
using my
enough?
voice.
Is a couple million enough?
maybe.
Isn't that wild? Like nowadays, the market is so inflated that to get a 31-year-old girl,
you know what's funny though?
You need to have multi-million dollars, like to get a ran through 31-year-old sweatpants Birkin bag. You need to have multiple M's in the bank.
I know.
That's insane.
You can't just be funny and have a fucking 8-inch hammer anymore.
What the fuck?
Hold on. Do you hate women?
No. I love
Are
them.
you sure?
I do. I love them.
What's your relationship like with your
I have
mom?
a great relationship with my mom.
Really? She hugged you and shit when you were
I did.
little?
I was just talking to her right before this. Right before I walked in, I was.
Why do you find that so hard to believe?
I'm feeling a little anger, misogyny.
Oh, don't.
Can I bring up some? Let me bring up something right quick.
Cause that came in hot.
It kills me how now, and I get accused this all the time when I do other podcasts. If you, as a man, now willing to set your standards and boundaries, they love to call you angry. People call me angry all the time. It's not that.
You're misogynistic.
Right? They love to say that. Well, they're misandrous.
Yeah.
Call it what it is.
With that situation, and see the examples be wild. So with that situation in general, she asked him to show his bank account, which he did not have to do. So her aggression started that off. She popped that off with her aggression. He did
True.
not have to show his bank account to prove anything to her. He gave a statement. He said, "Is a couple of million enough?" And she said, "I don't know, maybe." It was so vague and pointless. Other dude read her to filth, read her down. Ran through 31-year-old in sweatpants, and you tripping on a couple, and you saying a couple of million is not enough. I
That guy,
agree.
hey, y'all, we gotta watch Anthony. She be picking up on some shit that she don't supposed to be picking up on. We gotta watch her.
He ran her to the flow. I agree with him though. I'm not gonna lie. I agree with him because only because of the way she came. If
Right.
he said, "Is a million enough?" If she explained yes or no why, if she gave her opinion on why it's not enough or why it is enough. I make a couple of million. I'm in this type of field. This is the type of man I look for. I am a doctor. I am a nurse. Whatever the case. If she gave a reason, it was just like, oh, I don't know, maybe. It just didn't give the energy that needed that she wanted reciprocated back. And when he gave what she gave, now he's misogynistic. Now he's a woman hater because it
That
is
damn
men. It
That
is
damn
men.
Ant can read the room, man. That girl be reading the goddamn room.
Cause it
Hey,
is men on these mics that be tripping. Don't get me wrong. It's men that have these podcasts. You be like, that it's a man with a mic again out here tripping. But
nosy
I don't
people
agree
always
on that.
listen the best.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
don't agree
tell
on
you.
that one.
I've been checking out the last two podcasts, this one and the last podcast, and this one. She catches what they saying, man.
Yeah,
Right.
cause
She
she
be
she
on it,
knows she knows it, so she be always be listening for every little thing. That's her
man.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up.
nosy eye.
But but yeah, that's a lot of people are saying that now that men have to be breaded up just to talk to a broke female. That's not mixing. That don't make sense. Why
See,
the man have to have so much money to talk to a broke female? Cause
see here.
looks ain't what it used to be. Cause and I say every damn podcast that it's a pretty bitch on every corner. So it ain't all about the looks no more.
So here it is. You have women out here that have 2, 3, 4 kids by 6 different men, and then they want this dude to come in. Well, he got to make that's when they start talking about he needs to make this certain amount of money because they're tired of struggling, and they some of them cannot make it on their own, so they have to have someone that
Mm-hmm.
they can try to get added to their income.
For
I mean,
financial
a lot of
stability.
us men have been made to feel like we just the income to the next nigga with a bigger bank account come along.
That or even when the guy with the bigger bank account coming on, she'll still be messing with little Johnny up the road who better can rub two niggas together because she
Might
don't
be.
like you.
Might be.
This is
Yeah,
where the misogynistic come from. Cause let's
she
talk,
don't like you.
cause
But
let's
see, but
make it
see,
make
but
sense.
here's my
Why
question:
would
why is that
why
label
would
as misogynistic, and we just tell them what we really feel and what
I'm
we
really just
experience? Just
teasing.
let us
No, no,
be in
no,
the.
Judge. I'm really just teasing. I'm saying
Oh,
because
okay,
of
okay.
I'm saying because of that example is wild. Why would we be taking Shaniqua with 6 kids and 6 baby daddies serious? Why would we be taking her opinion on the wealth of a man serious?
But
Let's
it's
talk about Tanya, who graduated top of her class, who's a doctor, who is making the figures and don't want to settle for less.
Okay, let me ask you
oh
this.
yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Let me ask you this. I see Ant's mindset. Let me ask you this. If Tanya wanted to date a district manager at uh Family Dollar, would she be settling or belittling herself because her love interest is a district manager at Family Dollar?
No, not at all. Not in my opinion. If now, no. Now, if Tanya's trying to put him mentally on the level of her, like if Tanya's downing him every step, everything he do is never gonna be great enough, then Tanya, you wrong. But if Tanya has fallen in love with this man and this is who I love. I know what I do for a living. I know what he do for a living. He ain't never quit his job. And every Wednesday or every random day of the week, I have flowers on my desk when I get to work. There's edible arrangements being sent to
Right.
my job. There's
Come
flower.
on.
Yeah, there's flowers there. There's
Right.
when I get home,
Right.
that house is smelling
There's
good, looking
food.
good. Yes.
Come
Even
on.
though I can come home and cook sometimes, he makes sure I have
Right.
bubble bath ran.
Right. He
And that's just the
massages
way it's.
my feet.
Yes. He know I'm doing
Okay. But
surgery. He
I
sits down
love
and
him.
asks me, how's my
But
day? How's my mental health?
at the end of the day, I'ma still get a prenup on his ass.
Oh,
We gonna get
absolutely.
married. We in love, but I'ma still get a prenup.
He ain't signing no
Cause
damn
your
prenup.
Dollar General ass ain't
Man, yeah, you finna take my motherfucking money. So fuck.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? They ain't
Wow.
no better than these women on this
And
shit. Hold
y'all
on.
can make some
It's
jokes.
only
We
masculine men that love you that want to solve a problem. Masculine men are not committed to taking care of someone they don't even know. Why is he supposed to spoil you and treat you and do all these things for you? He doesn't even know you. And I'll also say for the men, here's a hack to the men. If ladies want you to spend a ton of money on them, they don't like you. Because there is no woman that doesn't even know you that's okay with you investing in her because her ears should be going up. If you give me thousands of dollars off the jump, what do you want? Like who sent you for real, right? That should be where her mind is going. Even if it's a few $100s to get my nails done. No, I'm thinking about your bank account and my bank account. And it's not necessary for you to do those things. It's very nice if you make the offer and the gesture, but it's not a necessity. And I think that if women are so caught up inside of you need to do this for me, leave her alone. She's a taker. She's not there to give. She's there to get an experience out of you. She's there to use you, and she's there to get exactly what it is that she wants. Don't be that person. Don't do it. If she wants you to spend a bunch of money on her from the top, she doesn't like you. And also women, if he's not making effort to continue to plan dates and be intentional with getting together with you, even if that date is tea, even if that date is a dinner, even if that date is a night out dancing, whatever that may be, if he's not making intention and being consistent in communication, he doesn't like you. Because one thing about a man is when they want you, they will come for you every single time.
and she's right.
And that's what I said on here the other week. If a woman asking a guy for money, what you have in your bank account, what can you do for me? I need my hair and nails done. You just met her and you meet
But
her
when
on
you met her, was her hair and her nails already done when you met her? See, there's a difference. If my and nails already done when you met me, then apparently I can do that on my own, right?
exactly. And even if it wasn't done,
Yeah.
it wasn't done when I met you. So why I got to be done while I'm meeting? And if it was done when I met you, that means you have the means to get it done on your own.
But it's a
And that
treat.
goes back. That
When
goes
I
It's
back
just
to
a
dated,
Tanya.
treat.
I
That goes
never
back to
did hair and nails. The only
That's
person
just a
hair and nails
treat.
I
That's
ever
just
did
a
was my
treat.
wife, and we were married when I did hair and nails.
So there
But
it goes.
that's just a treat. Hair and nails, that's just a treat, a gift of
And
sort.
that goes back to Tanya the doctor and Andre who works at Dollar General. I bet you Tanya is
He
putting
paying
this
for
man in
some hair
Taylor's.
and nails.
That too, but I bet Tanya is putting Andre in tailored suits.
Oh yes, and
I
exposing
bet
him
when she
to
buy Andre's gift,
everything.
he got the finest of cologne. I bet he
Man.
has all those. I bet, and guess what? He wasn't buying that shit before he met Tanya. Not off that dollar
And I
store
would
check.
and I wouldn't accept it while I'm with Tanya if that ain't what I've been
Why
doing.
wouldn't
So
you?
that's
Why
pride, though.
wouldn't
That's pride.
you?
Yeah, why wouldn't
Why
you?
wouldn't you?
This is a
It
gift
would
from your
it would have to
woman.
be a
She's not
gift.
tricking on you. It is a gift.
It'll be a gift, and I would do it every blue moon. But I'm me, and I'm gonna dress the way I want to dress. I
We
wear
But a
my
forgot
lot of but a lot
you
of
so
times when a
hard
No,
what
no,
but
I'm
on.
not saying she's turning you into
this
a
what
Ken
I
doll.
this what I learned. A lot of times when a woman does that, she's trying to help you upgrade. She's
She
seeing
trying to
something
help
in
you
you. She's trying
upgrade.
if she wants you in a
Some
nicer
of them
suit, she
try to
Overflow.
may.
make you dress and
So when
smell
you
like
met
the
me and
man they
my
was
hair
being
one
before
did,
them.
why
Yeah,
wouldn't you?
yeah.
That's
So if
true
you
too,
met
Some
but
me
of
that
and
it
don't
my
is
hair,
mean
control.
so if you met me and my hair one did, why wouldn't you get my hair did? If a woman is doing that to upgrade a man, if you met me and you realize, okay, so I need to start getting her. Let me, yeah, I know somebody that knows somebody.
Let
Here,
me let my
$100.
sister
Go.
do your hair. My cousin,
Yeah.
they auntie.
Some people don't want you. They're comfortable with who they are. And then again, too, how long have you been dating that person? Just like, okay, let's just say y'all say the Family Dollar guy. Let's just say he
Okay,
comfortable being that general manager or whatever at Family Dollar. She walks in his life, old Tanya, and she trying to get him to be a dental assistant.
No, we're gonna try to get him on a few Family Dollars if that's what he want to do. But let's flip that about that other thing about, if it was a woman who needed her hair done and a man who could. What if it's a man who needs his hair cut and a woman does for him? Is that trying to turn him into something?
He should be able to get his own damn haircut. That's just my opinion. But
for whatever
I heard women
reason,
say they took men and they
let's
cleaned
say
them
he
up
in a
too.
depression. Let's say he's in a depression.
Then if he depressed, he don't need to be talking to nobody no damn way, because
Nah,
you can't be no good leader being depressed.
shit happen in life. Shit happen in life sometime, and this is what
Yeah,
it
and that's
ain't.
when you need to take a break and step back and get yourself together before you get out there trying to lead.
But that don't mean that don't no. That
Well,
don't mean you don't talk to nobody. But sometimes situations in life happen. Sometimes man, you know that haircut you might give your homie might make all the difference, and it might keeping going the next day or
I mean, I
giving
see
up.
that too. I can see
Yeah,
that.
you gotta look at it like that.
Yep, I know a woman right today that says that she's trying to work through this depression situation with her baby daddy. The baby's like 6 months old or something. So she said
She
that
got
she wants to get
postpartum.
married. She wants to get married, but she's trying to help him work through his depression issue, and she's gonna stay right there until.
That's a strong woman.
You
But
beat me to
women
that. I wasn't gonna say it
do
like
that.
that,
I don't know what women you mean. Y'all been mean, but women I know cut from the same cloth. We do that. We're resilient. We do stick by men, and we take a lot of shit off of
But
niggas.
if they
Especially
taking
with
too long to get a
Fairchild.
goddamn job because they depressed, you gone. What you talking
But at
about?
this point,
Cause your
I
sad ass
did
can
What
that.
clock
the
in
hell?
and out.
What the hell are you talking about? What they say? Let me get ghetto. What is you saying? You just said if he taking too long to find a job, you out the door.
AJ,
Baby,
But yet
3
you say if
years.
he depressed, you'll lift him up. Come
yeah,
on, man.
AJ. No,
What is
AJ and
you
In
Anthony talking
saying?
about.
3 years, let's break that down. Don't come at me. Don't come at me with your little memes, okay? In 3 years, right? You ain't found no job and you ain't trying to seek no
He
therapy. You ain't
depressed.
trying to crawl about this hole. Then, baby, I ain't got nothing for you. I can't help you because you ain't
That
trying to help
man is
yourself.
depressed. His hair is grown. His
AJ,
hair
some believe
matted. He depressed.
AJ, some
And
believe
I
your
guarantee
depressed
you in that
sad
3
ass. Where
years,
you at?
AJ, Africa, AJ, they tried to get him therapy. We done upgraded his wardrobe. We done took
He
him
don't
to the
want to do
barber
nothing right
shop.
now
We done,
but
we done,
smoke
we done, we
weed.
done tried to do all that.
He want to
Nah,
smoke
baby.
weed. He want to
Then
drink
that's your bid.
Hennessy.
That's your
He
bid.
barely bathing. He is
That's his
depressed. He
bid.
lost the best job he had
Come
because
on now.
they called it sexual harassment when he didn't do nothing but tell a lady she looked real nice. That white woman that she looked nice. Then they fired him. He's depressed.
He had before you.
He's
Baby,
depressed.
I'm telling you, it don't take
You
you
supposed to
don't sit in
nourish that
depression that
man
long.
back. You supposed to
You don't
nourish
sit
that
in
man
depression that
back to
long.
mental health.
And I am. I'm trying. I took 3 years of my life
Wait.
trying.
So wait. So does sickness and health apply even when you're just cohabitating?
To a certain degree, that's what I'm saying. Y'all trying to put
Right.
marriage and cohabitating are two different things, or
Now
dating
that is
and
two different
marriage
things.
two different
I'm talking about
things.
marriage.
And I'm talking about just a relationship. You have people out here that are in cohabitating situations that treat it like it's a marriage. So where
Don't do that shit.
where the lines
My
blur.
advice to them would be: if you gonna treat it like a marriage, get married. If it ain't
Yeah,
no
for real. Don't do
marriage,
that. Don't do that shacking
if it
shit.
ain't no marriage, don't treat it like no marriage. Because, like we said before, why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free? And not only that, right? You investing and you're building a foundation with somebody, and your foundation ain't solid. And anybody can leave. You can leave when you want. He can
Yeah,
leave when he
now,
want. You
and
know,
I want to be against what both of y'all
ain't no
saying.
RRI.
But you do have a valid point, because I do know a female personally that the guy sold her a lot of dreams. We're gonna be together. We're gonna do that. He put 5 babies in this girl. She been popping out babies since about 16. Now she like 32, 31, 32. She got 5 babies. and he left her.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like,
well, let's
at
look at
what
it from
point of you
the
having these
standpoint
babies
of
would you say, let's get married? Hold on a minute. After the second child, I would have been, if I was a woman, I guess that's
What we
what God did
doing?
make me one.
What we
Out of that
doing?
second child, I probably would have been like, hold up now. What the fuck we doing?
After the
You
first
know what I'm saying? We gonna get married because it don't take a lot of money to get married. So my thing is, if we gonna do that, you done put 2 babies in me already. This man put 3 more babies in this damn girl, left her. Now, what man in today's society it's gonna be hard to find a man with everything that's going on that's gonna wife you. I mean, that wife her and take care of all those kids that's not his. Even though she got 5 kids by one baby daddy.
Now,
Yeah, it's
God
still a
will
lot.
send her boys. God will send her man. There's no such thing as ain't no other man gonna want her because another man will.
Well, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard.
But what is the
Meaning,
quality of man?
but what's crazy
meaning
is he?
the
Are you saying
man
he
that she
also gonna
wants.
find a wife? Cause he got 5 kids too. What
That
woman gonna
don't.
marry him?
Hey,
He got
but
5
That,
the
and
kids.
difference in
that's
that.
what
Let
she's
me
gonna
tell
end
you the
up with.
difference in that. Let me tell
Yeah,
y'all
I'm on.
ladies the difference in that. A man
Mama's
can
baby,
have
daddy's
a
baby.
man can have 15 kids and still walk away with a woman that got one that's that doc. He can still get that doctor that
I'm
you
on.
was
I'm
talking
on.
about.
I'm good,
Why?
That
sir.
means you.
Because
I'm gonna do, sir.
That
those
mean them
kids
kids
not
is
with
only
Thank you.
with
him.
I'm
that
on the
woman,
phone.
and that's crazy to me. Then you
The
not
kids are
fully.
not with him.
If
Why
you
they
got
not?
5
Why they
kids
not
and
with
you ain't
you?
never got your kids, I don't want you.
But
That's right.
If
the
you
kids
got
now,
5
it ain't
kids
that
and
he
you
ain't
ain't
never
never
got them.
got your kids,
It's
if
not
you
it's
ain't
not that
never
he
got
don't
your
never
kids,
have them. The fact is he's not tied to them 24/7,
Why not?
7 days a week,
right?
majority of the
If
time.
if if little
That's
Johnny
what
gets
y'all
sick
don't
in the
I
middle of
understand.
the
promise
night,
you. I
wait a
promise
minute.
you. You
If the
leave me with
baby gets
5
sick in the
kids.
middle of the night and he ain't got to get up and go to the emergency room, I'm gonna side eye him because that's your
Yes.
baby.
No. The deal is he gonna get up and go to the emergency room. He gonna keep the child on certain weekends. But guess what? It's
Ain't
not
no certain
24 hours a
weekends.
day, 7 days a week in most
Shit.
cases. So that woman
Yeah, that
can
is
deal
true.
with
That is true.
whoever he with. Oh, that is cute. That's cute. You know why it's cute? Because they're
Cause
not
she a
over there 24
fool.
hours a day.
But that woman there is settling. That's a woman that's settling. You are
How's she
settling for a
feeling?
man with 5 kids because you do not see the kids. It's crazy. Cause you don't
Y'all
see
don't
the kids
understand.
over there
Okay,
all the time. No, I
it's
get
like
what
this
you're
is. No.
saying.
Let's make it make sense. Let's be realistic right quick.
You said ain't
Nine
nobody
point
gonna want
nine
that
point
woman
five
with 5
times out of
kids
10, 9.5 times out of 10, the children are gonna be with the biological mother.
because his
They
mama's
even in
baby,
court, they
daddy made.
reward the mother.
But ain't no man gonna want her because she got all them kids with her.
Right, that's what he said.
It ain't saying that they ain't. It's men that's gonna want her.
No. That ain't what you said at first. Let's just stick
He
with
Well,
the
well,
said
man.
well. I
want
I'm
think.
her.
saying it's gonna be hard.
No. They're gonna be men that want her, but it may
Want
not
her,
be men
yeah.
that want to marry her.
It's gonna be
Exactly.
hard. We ain't
Exactly.
saying it's
Okay.
somebody as they say, and this is a saying. We don't know this for sure, but it's a popular saying. It's somebody out there for everybody. But yet I know a whole lot of people that died by themselves. But I hear you. It's somebody out there for everybody. Lord, don't send somebody out of heaven and give to. I understand that, but I know a lot of them that didn't.
Man, that's
So
something that they made up for ugly people.
to make them feel better. But my thing is, what y'all ladies gotta understand is, and even I used to wonder this. Austin and I know people from our hometown. They got damn near 20 kids. I know one that got 16 kids. And guess what? They are players. Women crazy about these dudes, but they take care of their kids though. So, but the kids are not with them 24/7. They still able to take trips over there to Japan. They still going
See,
on
I agree
cruising.
with that doctor that what's that football player who got the podcast and she was on his ass for a little second and made him feel some type of way. You are not taking care of all those kids. I don't care what you say. We 16 is just
Well,
we're
but y'all don't
Cam
understand.
Newton. Yeah, you can't take care. You're not, in my opinion,
But
you
guess
have
what?
5 kids and they're not with you. You're not with them all the time.
Yeah,
Now,
you
with
can't
one woman,
emotionally do
What
that.
determines
no, you're not taking
taking
care of
care
those
of them?
kids.
What determines taking care of them is
Taking
what
care
their
of them
mother
financially.
require. Is what their mother require of you.
Well, she not requiring
When
that
it
emotional
boils
supporting
down,
aspect, then she wrong.
is what the mother requires. So if that mother's satisfied with you coming by there every now and then and dicking her down and sending a little money over there for food for the kids to eat once or twice a month, if that's her version of you doing your job, that's your job.
But there's
Because
a
a lot of
difference.
times
But
the
there's a
guys I'm
difference.
talking about, the woman don't even have these niggas on child support. They game is off the chain. He on Facebook. The game is off the chain. And guess what? He's steady getting this dude about 58, and he's still messing with 28, 25, 28, 32. He got
Who
the
is this
and
you're
he
talking
put
about?
babies in them just like that.
Man, get off his dick, Daddy. Don't nobody
Who
want to hear about this nigga.
who we
It
talking
ain't the
about?
dick. I'm telling you what he's doing.
I'm
But
finna
if you
holler.
call that dick riding because it's speaking the truth, it is what it is.
But who
The
we
Right.
women
talking
are
about?
after this
Who is
dude. They
58
love it.
having kids?
Huh?
Who are you talking about?
This
His
guy
homeboy.
got all these kids, and the women still crazy about it.
I
But
thought he said
we
they
all use
game.
dudes like that. I mean, I got dudes in my family like that, so that ain't no
That's what
big
I'm
deal to
saying.
me.
But AJ say that's
We
dick
don't.
riding because I tell the
No, because
story that
I had
what
to
I'm trying
fuck
to
with
prove to
you.
you, AJ,
I gotta
is it
fuck with
don't
you, baby.
matter, is they don't view men with a bunch of kids like they view women with a bunch of kids. Now
Of
you can
course
I
put
not.
know
that
that.
in
We
your
do
pipe and
know
roll
that.
it up.
But what we know that, but what we saying is, why is it like that?
Yeah, that's a valid
Because
question.
men and women are different.
But you know what the thing is? A lot of
And like
Well,
I
my
I
thing
said,
think
is,
that guy ain't with them
would
24
anybody?
hours a
We
day.
ain't talking about y'all being married or in a relationship with anything. Would y'all date a woman who got 4 baby daddies?
no,
Would you date a
I
woman that
wouldn't.
got 3 baby daddies?
no.
How many baby mothers or do you guys have? If do you got children? We haven't even had this
I
conversation
have
before.
two.
You have 2 baby mothers.
One from a marriage, one from a previous relationship.
Would you date a woman with 2 baby daddies?
He ain't dating a woman with no baby daddy. George said.
I'm just putting it on the level that you're at. I won't even make it an
You know
exceeding
what?
thing. Would
It
you
would
date a woman that has 2 baby daddies?
it would depend on what mother she is, and it would depend on the dynamics of the relationship with those baby daddies.
And you got 2 yourself.
You
Yeah,
got
Right, I'm
2
baby
baby
saying,
daddies are
mothers.
dead.
but I expect the same out of me. A woman gonna see I'm a
Mm-hmm.
good father, and she's gonna see I got a good dynamic with the baby's mamas, where it's not a problem. That's important to me,
Okay.
for that to
I
be
got
important to them too. You know, it's not that a lot of men, wouldn't necessarily date. What's gonna make a difference with a woman with a lot of kids is if she's a good mother, that's gonna make a difference to that man.
Yeah. And if that question is too personal, forgive me.
No,
But
ain't not too much. Come on now,
The
ain't not too
deal is this.
personal.
And lady, let me explain this. It's not the fact that it's not the fact of the number of kids. It's a lot of times men don't want to deal with the other men. You see what I'm saying? So when he sees she got a newborn, she has a newborn, and we
she
know
just
that if
got
she
out of
have
that
a
relationship.
6-month-old or a year and a half old, that baby daddy gonna be lurking around there. He don't want to ask, but he gonna be lurking around as soon as he see another car in that damn driveway.
oh,
And
okay. Because at first when you first started, you said the
a lot
kids.
of brothers ain't trying to go through that.
When you first
Right,
said it, you said she
exactly.
got 5 kids on a one on 5 kids. So that's why I thought it was the issue was the children.
No, it's not the kids per se, cause I told you she had one baby daddy. He gonna always be over there. Hey, don't have another man raising my child. And you know this. I know y'all devil's advocate and everybody anti-black. I understand that. But I'm gonna speak my mind and I'm gonna tell it like it is. Men don't want to, we don't have
I'm
time
gonna
these
tell you
days.
like you told me earlier. Get out your feelings, Black.
Oh, I ain't never in my
Uh-oh.
feelings. I'm him.
Mm-hmm.
I've been
Because I
him.
feel like if
So
you
I ain't
telling
in
me
my
that,
feelings.
don't ever have a man around my kids, that means you're finna be present. You finna be
Right.
present. You finna
Then
work
you
on
need to be around your
you
kids.
finna be around your
In a
kids. You finna
perfect
be present.
world,
And that,
yes.
That's the crazy.
If you
Cause
say that,
I'm
then
not
that's
gonna
what you
hold you.
mean.
If you try to leave me with 5 kids, I will go and I ain't gonna surrender my. Let me
Yeah,
stop.
right.
I'm
That
not gonna do
way.
that. But you gonna have more. You gonna have full custody before I do. Watch and play and see. Try to leave me with 5 kids. Cause it's women that done did it and they look at you crazy. They look at you crazy. Oh my God, she let him have full custody. I bet you'll have full custody of all 5 of them kids. I bet I'll be the
I
weekend
be look,
mom. I bet
I
I'll be
be
the
out
weekend
paying
mom.
child support and
I got a
everything. Let me
problem
go.
with something that was just said. I know this is our subject. I cannot stand when people say a woman let a man have custody. That offends me. You can't let a man have something he got a natural right to.
No. When I
Hey,
say let, it's
here go your
because
kid.
in the courthouse, if the coin is flipped, the custody is going to go to the mother. We don't even have to have that argument when we get in
Not
there.
all the time. Not
No.
all the time.
Majority of the time.
I
Majority
won
of the
Majority. Yeah,
mine
you're
time.
right.
before.
You are
Majority of
right
the
about
time.
that. The
So when
majority
I
of the
say
time.
let is what I mean. When I say let, George, we won't even have to go in there with that type
Oh
of
yeah.
Right.
mindset.
Yeah, I
We
My
got
ain't gotta
paper,
even
my
have no
paper,
court date. We can
we won't
settle
even
this
have to have no
outside of court.
it's already made up. I have them on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You got a Monday through Thursday. We have an agreement.
oh
Now
yeah.
not every
Yeah.
weekend, Anthony, every other Friday,
Oh, you right
Saturday, Sunday.
about. Y'all thought about
Right,
that too after I saw like, oh, that's
right.
all my weekends. Yeah, you're right. Every other
Every
weekend.
other weekend.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's what I mean. When I say let, we ain't gotta go to court and have a judge
Nah,
try to say, well,
Oh,
what type of
okay.
father are you? What type of mother are you? We don't even gotta do
nah,
that.
nah. We ain't gotta
Right.
do all that, baby. Here
You
you
got
go.
Okay.
all 5 of these bastards. You take them.
All
They yours.
right. I got you. I
I
got you.
seen some money. Come over here and tap that thing 3 times if you want me to.
No, if you throw them kids on him, he ain't gonna be trying to tap that thing like that if y'all wasn't already doing it like that.
Well,
And guess
well,
what? You better
all
not have
right
your little
then. Bye bye.
girlfriend
Mommy
around my
love
kids.
y'all. Mommy love you.
So
Okay.
but that's why a lot of people say, a lot of guys are saying they ain't got time for the headache. Now you do have some out there that just don't want to deal with kids that's not theirs or had a bad experience of being baby daddy. Being stepfather, playing the
Right.
role of a step parent. It went
Yeah, because
south.
you'll fall in love with them kids and that can go bad and just yeah.
Yeah, because I did this stepfather stuff for and cohabitated for about 4 years, and it ripped my heart out. I never do this shit again.
See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you
You
got
fall
people
in
who went
love with
through
that
that.
family.
And the same way with men with money that got used by a woman before. Yeah, they feel some type of way about that. And so they're not givers. I think
Y'all
that's
wanna know what kind of females I can't be friends with? The ones that think that it's okay to use a man for their money. I remember I used to be cool with this one girl, and every time she would try to put me on with a dude that she was talking to, she was like, oh, he got money. Yeah, girl, you talk to him because he got money. And look, I've been in a relationship with a man that paid for everything. Baby, even though he paid for everything and I could get whatever I wanted, baby, I was being controlled. I don't like nobody telling me what to do, when I can do it, and when I can do it. I don't like that. And I see a lot of these women that date dudes for their money and they always going through some type of emotional trauma. Not even just that, they're being highly controlled and really can't do nothing. I don't know why so many females think that it's okay to just date a dude because he got money or everybody want a rich nigga. I don't know. It just kind of rubbed me a wrong way and it made me look at a person differently. Like, this person is really out here using somebody for their money. I don't know. To me, it just says a lot about you and what kind of person you truly is and the things that you would do to get what you need. So then it made me feel like, damn, like, would you do that to me? Would you use me? Would you use me for my money? Then my thing is, y'all try to make men that work these regular jobs, these regular 9 to 5 jobs, y'all try to make them feel bad. I just feel like a lot of women can't think for themselves. A lot of women be feeling like they want to just sit around, not do anything, and want somebody else to take care of them.
and that kind of hit with what
Bye,
Anthony
do
I
said.
don't
rag.
think I don't think most women want somebody to take care of them.
That's a pick me. I don't listen to pick me heifers.
But
That's a
why do they say he gotta have this and that when they Instagram they taking pictures on Instagram, are they strippers in the strip club?
cause she done seen the money. I'm not gonna hold you. A stripper in the strip club, she done seen the ballers. She done seen it. She know what a man to bring to the table for some ass, some sex, and some titties. We know you will come up off that pocket for that certain type of thing. So why wouldn't you come up off that pocket?
I ain't never understood that. The guy, I ain't never understand that.
No, me neither. Me neither.
In the stripper lifestyle, that's fast money. It's a different type. You cannot compare because what they call women, it's not stripping square women. You cannot compare a stripper's lifestyle to a square woman's lifestyle.
No,
Mm-mm.
no.
But I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't gonna want no broke nigga.
Especially if I done had money flying, I've been covered in money. That's my
Okay.
work, being covered in
Let's
money
say this. What about a
by
square
men that are
woman?
lusting.
What's the deal about a square woman then? Uh, a square woman, why she want? If she don't want nobody to take care of, why he got to have a certain type of lifestyle in order for him to be with him?
So let's break that down. Let's talk about what Durag just said. Oh girl, that was just on the screen.
Okay.
Let's talk about her. My thing is, and this is what I mean by pick me. I don't like a woman throwing another woman under the bus to please another man's ears. You speaking up and making sure a man
The
hear
man
you.
ego.
Yeah,
She's showing the man audience ego.
yes, you're making sure that the man is pleased with what I'm
Okay.
saying, but I'm tearing down my girl because my girl wanted to date her. My girl is talking to old dude because he got some money. And guess what? He talking to her because she got a fat ass. She pretty. She got long hair. Whatever his reason is for dating her, because he's not dating her. I'm not being funny. He's not dating her because
Because she's intellectual.
I just want to date that wonderful woman. No, he's dating her for a particular reason, and I got a bag. We both gonna win. I'm getting what I want
Right.
out of her. She got a fat ass. She got that BBL. She got whatever she got going on. And guess what? I got the bag to bag her. So he's getting something out of it too. It's not like she's just looking for rich dudes and taking over gullible rich men.
I don't know.
That she's just taking gullible rich men and taking them
Because the
through
rich men
and
are
passing them
very
to her
controlling.
homegirls. And passing them to her homegirls. And I hate that too. Where's the rich nice men? Where the rich men that
Yeah.
don't that's nice and lovely? Where's the rich men that
We
don't want to
That
married.
don't
control
want to
you?
They
control
got
you
other
with
rich
their
women.
money.
Most of us are married.
They with other rich women.
Well, they ain't necessarily got to be rich women, but
I
we're
agree with
married.
that
Now
though, George. Seriously. I agree with
you
that.
end
I
up with
got
who you around. You end up with who
Yeah,
you around.
Not,
that's true.
I
I
made that
mean,
point earlier.
not necessarily.
Okay.
Not necessarily. A lot of times, yeah. Most of the time, yeah. But sometimes you get tired of the women that's around you that you see every day, and you just step out of your element and find you someone genuine that's not in your element. So
Yeah.
that's an idea. So,
And see,
yeah,
and
you
that's
see
where I
so
wish
much in your field.
That's what I wish pick me would have said. Not my homegirls dating these men for a come up. If I'm dating a man that's wealthy, I'm already a genuine woman that could bring this to the table, that to the table. I want you to want me for me, and I want you for you. And if you come with money, that's great. I don't want no man with no money. They got egos. They this and this and that. Girl, if a man with money come up to you right now, try to date you, yes, you would go. You would fold.
So fast.
Let's not play. You will fold. You will
I don't know.
fold. Money talks
I don't
bullshit
know. It
walks, and
depends
that's a
on how
real
she
thing.
carry herself, man. It depends on how she carry herself. I've been around all types of women, and I've seen some that I tell them I used to try to put on my homies. Girl, he got this, he got that. Go ahead and fuck it. They won't do it.
Ew, you said it like that?
You know, and
You said go ahead and fuck him or fuck with
some
him.
of
I
them
don't know if I
do,
misheard that.
and some of them don't. But they know me. That's how I talk to females that I know. So
Damn.
I'm like, hey, my homie coming. He got this, he got that. He doing this, girl. He single.
He's
Blah
just
blah.
a regular old pimp, ain't it?
Some of them will do it, but then I have some that say, I'm not, just because he got money don't mean I want to, sleep with him. But he gonna have to come with more than just his money because she's looking for a long-term relationship, romance. She wants emotional stability. She wants all of that. And I'm like, I'm just introducing y'all. Whatever happened
No, you
that
sold it way
weekend,
off. The selling point lost it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
her
Gonna
coming
go
in
fuck
saying
him.
she
That
wanted
that
all this other stuff. That ain't what they're supposed to be. And he in town for the weekend. So I can't sell you a dream that he gonna be there for you, hold your hand, and after
But
he
at this
fly
point,
you
we
out
just
there
talk.
where
If
he
he
at.
just here for the weekend, we just talking about dick. He
Exactly.
got money, ain't
But
it? Are we
and
going to
so
the Four
yeah, he got
Seasons?
plenty of
Or
money.
are we going shopping? You ain't
Oh
pimped none of
no, he
that.
ain't gonna do nothing. He
Oh,
ain't
well,
no
you ain't
trick.
talking about
Ain't none of my
nothing.
homies tricks.
We're talking about
But
niggas with money. We're not talking about niggas with dicks and money and just giving out dick. Cause
now
you can get dick from a broke nigga. We talking about the ones with money and dick. We talking about for the weekend. You
my
finna blow a
homie.
bag.
My homie can do all that, but he ain't finna come here for a weekend and do no damn trick.
Well, he ain't talking about
So
shit.
she hollering about that. I'm like, you make up your own mind when y'all meet. You know what I'm saying? And what happened. But he in
you
town for the
telling her
weekend.
he got a bag, so
And
you
after the
telling her
weekend,
he a
all she
trick.
left with is a wet ass. Dry
Right.
pockets and a wet
That-
ass.
But if her intellect there and she know how
What?
to finesse, she can keep his interest. It'll turn that wet ass can
What?
turn into him flying out there to where he at, you know.
What? It could. Oh no, that's a hope and a dream. You selling hopes and dreams.
Wait, so
Hey,
And all she got
are they
was a
just
wet
fucking for the
ass
weekend
and a
or is
hope
he
and a
taking
a
her
dream.
lot of
out?
times these days, that's all women want.
Crazy than a
A
fool,
lot of
man.
women think that their sex will
Man, if
make
your
a
homie
man
come in from
just
the
like
weekend,
Anthony
he better
said,
bring his bag with him.
just like Anthony said with about the strippers. If they got a fat ass and they think they look good, they feel like they look cat, can make a man give all his money up just like that. And
They done seen it happen.
so
And they ain't
you
going
got,
for no wet ass.
I don't know, a lot of women want that these days.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it's about. They just want sex.
Yeah.
But hold on. That's what this is simple. I don't know.
You get too old for that shit. No shade.
I don't know.
Hey,
Sometimes it's the older ones that be the worst ones.
the freakiest one.
Yeah.
Auntie real freaky.
Would you rather be with a broke man that loves you so much, or with anything apart from that, or with a billionaire that provides for you but doesn't love you and cheats on you? Billionaire. Like, I didn't even have to think about it. Like, obviously the billionaire.
This is the dating market now for a lot of young guys. A large majority of women, I'm not saying all of them, but a large majority of them only care about what a man can bring financially to the relationship. And if you still don't believe me, just look at the comments in the video. Every single one of those comments is supporting what these girls are saying. I'm not saying that financial stability is not important. I think that men and women should both be able to take care of themselves. But I definitely do think there's a culture out there pushing women to date men just for money. That's it. And on the flip side, shaming men if they're not spending money on women. You can and you should do anything you want with your money, but my advice for all the young guys out there is to grow your income, number one, and then save your money and invest that money into passive income producing assets. Once you have your passive income, then you can do whatever you want. You can go date women, so on and so forth. But I don't think that you should date women unless you have passive income. And I'll tell you exactly why. Because if you don't have money, you won't even get looked at by a lot of girls today. And it's much harder to convince a girl to change her mindset and beliefs about what you're thinking about 50-50, about all this stuff, instead of just making money and being in that top category where women are going to value you. Then from there, you can do whatever you want. You can choose to date a woman that just wants you for money. You can choose to search for the girl that really likes you for you, or you can choose to stay single. You can do whatever you want. And my advice for all the women out there, I think that you should look for a guy's financial stability, but not to the levels of what women are talking about today in these podcasts. Feminine women motivate men. Men will do anything for a feminine woman. So if you're a feminine woman, you can literally grow a man with your own femininity by injecting your presence into his lifestyle and proactively trying to grow him into the man that you want him to be. I would never have the success that I have in my companies right now if it weren't for the women that I dated. It's better to find a man that has a plan that you genuinely have a connection with than to just marry a guy that's rich. That's the dumbest idea in the world.
That's what's up.
Is that the dumbest idea?
No, that's the perfect idea.
Yeah, I knew when he was talking about the financial well, that's what made me get there. I thought about you. Stacking your money, getting yourself together, invest.
Right.
But a
I
lot of
mean,
men, you'll
everything.
be surprised because of what everybody's saying on the internet and on these podcasts. I was with a guy a couple of weeks ago that was down here visiting, and I took him to this little hookah bar type lounge thing, and this girl was walking around there when she was a waitress that was there, and he said, shoot, man, I'm gonna have to have some money to talk to her. And I'm like, where these guys coming from? Always holler they gonna have to have some money to talk to a girl abroad just from looking at her.
Because it's just what they encounter. They speaking to their experience. They've encountered women that fit that bill that they require money. So he just
Then
knowing
why did they
what
even
he up
mess
for.
with him? Why did they mess with him?
Because the man gonna want what he want. That's why. That's what he
I
values
don't
in
know, man.
a woman, which
I
look
didn't
like.
grow up like that, bro.
I just seen it. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
that's just a lot of the way it just is out here, and that's why relationships, especially in the black community, are so fractured because all these different things and social media and all this other garbage is going on.
I think that guys just don't. Y'all don't have guys don't have game no more.
It's not about the game, no. I mean, the game just get your foot in the door. It's what you do after that. Game is cool. Game will make them laugh, make them think you cute. But you got to play the game too. And
Yeah,
it's
I don't know. Like I said, I just think if I don't know, man. It's just y'all. The guys be giving in too quick. Austin and I, we ain't have to do nothing but point our finger and tell them to come here. That's all we did.
It ain't like that no more. This is not how it is. It's just the world's
Then they
changed.
say, "Hold up, girl, hold up." Then they go over there, and
Doubt it.
then once they there, we got it. If we can get you to listen to us, you gone. That's a wrap. We ain't finna show no bank account. We ain't finna leave with no money. And like I say, she'll be buying me before I buy her something.
But that's us. They don't make dudes like us no more. This new generation ain't got it like that. It's just what that is.
We didn't, and he'll tell you, my wife, his wife, we ain't never have to leave with no goddamn money.
And I bet what y'all was pulling that finger out, saying come here, I bet it gave chicken head.
It gave what?
No shade. I bet it gave chicken head. I bet it didn't
Oh,
give
so
girl brain.
you calling your cousin a chicken head? Is that what you're doing?
We don't talk to
No. We
chicken
didn't say
head.
our wives. Y'all didn't say our wives. Y'all didn't
We
say our
don't. We didn't
wives.
talk to chicken heads.
Y'all
We were
said,
very
y'all
selective.
said, he said back in
How
the
do you
day,
think we pulled
he
them?
said back in the day, all men, oh damn baby, I know my cousin, honey, it just wasn't no waving no finger. I know my cousin. We ain't gonna go there.
I
I
know
know it wasn't no
it was two
waving no
fingers.
finger. Oh,
It was two
see,
He
fingers.
did two
I said,
things.
come here. I said, come here.
no one no waving no
Hey,
finger, honey.
Anthony, that's recent. If we can get you to listen to us, if you fuck up and lend their ear, you gone. You gone.
But are y'all? But see, I'm okay. Conversation rule nature. Are y'all talking about bullshit? Or are you really talking about serious matters? Are you really trying to engage, or are you just trying to
Just
just
if she
hustle
fuck
with
up
the?
and give her ear, it's over with.
I
If I want,
guess,
if I really want,
I guess.
you know.
And to be honest with you, I wasn't no hellified conversationist. I just knew how to listen and to insert when needed.
Right.
Yeah. If they mess around and listen to anything, if they give you an ear, it's over. If I like. Now you have certain women that's in
And
that category.
it's
She just
over
for
in
sex.
what way? Are we talking about getting the draws, Tommy? Or are we
Yeah.
talking?
All
What are we
this. That's
talking?
what he's talking about. All
It's
this.
I decide on what I want to do with them. That's what I was just saying. Some women was just for sex. Some was for relationships. Some was for whatever situationships. It's whatever. But if they listen, that's a wrap.
It was get the draws.
Pretty much.
It's a wrap.
If you want them.
That's a wrap.
It's like that. He ain't lied. I mean, I'm just gonna be real with y'all.
That conversation, a waffle flop.
Always tell women this: you shouldn't look for a man that's a provider. You should look for a generous man, right? Because if a man is a provider, he could be a multimillionaire, but he's not about to give it to you, and he's going to only have you around and spoil you with the money as long as it's beneficial to him. But a generous man won't just pass you money, but he'll pass you everything else you need: time, attention, etc., etc. So those things. So that generous man might just be a 6 physically. Just might, right?
Then he better be funny as
And so the key is,
Come here, Simon.
besides money, that man has to bring more
The generous
to that
man
overall
can be a
relationship.
6. A generous man can be a 6. You see, because it all depends on what you're looking for. When you have a shallow mindset, then you're just looking at an outside facade. Then all you looking for is just what appeals to your eye. You're not digging deeper than that. But when you're looking for something deeper or something more gratifying, then you do want stability to be part of that aspect. And if he happens to be a 6, but he's a generous man, you know that you count your blessings like that.
You know what, AJ? To
I
eliminate
surprise
that
you
with me
sometimes.
is I only talk to women I like.
Yeah.
If they don't appeal to me, see, I talk to women I like. Now, if they don't appeal to me intellectual, I let them go. They have to have
I
more, but
get
I'm going
they
to talk to
have I
something
get
that's
they have to
pleasing.
have a physical attraction, but people put physical
Yeah.
attraction like at number 1. And it's not
Well,
number 1 like that.
it's not number one
It's
per
number
se.
1 when you look, but
Yeah, it
then when
is
you
number
go,
one.
when you want to dig deeper, when you trying to dig, when you trying to dig deeper, it's not number 1 no more.
No,
Right.
it's
I
still
mean,
number one where you try.
it's
What's the first thing that you see? Because you don't
it's
know
still
who
number
they
one.
are and what they are. So you are physically
Right.
attracted to them first. Now that physical attraction can start to move down the scale and certain other things can move up. But the first thing you do is be physically attracted to them.
Yeah, because you
Right.
can say
And
something that
so
makes you very unattractive. When you
that's
open your
why
mouth, that could change everything.
when I choose mine, I'm only going to talk to when I'm trying to find a wife or somebody who I'm looking for long term. I'm only going to talk to somebody who please me physically, who satisfy my physical. And then I start judging the other and I let that physical go if they don't reach other things or check other things on my list. But I'm gonna always talk to something that please me physically because that's the only way I'm able to stay focused with that person. I don't want to be the one who looks. You see, but I don't want to be the one that's looking because I don't have what I want or what please me from my what I feel is beautiful or sexy. I want to see because you're gonna see something all the time, but it's a problem when I start looking. I can see, oh wow, she's cute. But if I'm doing this and trying to be seen, trying to be in her eyesight, that's a problem. So I think for me, being that I used to stray a lot, my thing is I have to find something to calm me down where I'm not anxious to do that anymore. So I have to find something that, nigga, you got to find you something that you like to look at. You got to find you something that satisfies you, that turns you on when you look at it. Because if I don't, I'm finna stray. I'm gonna be satisfied for a moment, but as soon as I see something else, I'm gone. And so that's why it's first on the list. It's first on this, but it's not the most important because I let a lot of them go when they don't meet a lot of the other
First
checklists.
on the
So
list, but last on priority.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, there you
Okay.
go. First on the list, but my priorities, yeah, I need somebody who is not running the streets. I mean, and when I meet, I come with a list of rules. I have rules and do's and don'ts. I say, okay, I'm gonna give you my list of do's and don'ts, wills and won'ts. And then they can take it or leave it because I ain't trying to cuff nobody, trying to chain nobody to the house. You have a choice, but I'm gonna tell you what my do's and don'ts, wills and won'ts. Is how I say it. And I say that on the phone when we're constantly talking to each other about the whole month or month and a half of us on the phone, and it's dedicated that she gonna call at 8 o'clock and we gonna talk to damn till the sun come up. Now I'm trying to see, okay, this is what's up. I come with my list. I got do's and don'ts, wills and won'ts. You know, and then yeah, you get cursed out at first. Who the hell he think he is? Blah blah blah. But he go that list. I don't like no woman that's partying 24/7. I ain't finna be with no woman that got a lot of male friends that be over to her house. Then when I come up, I gotta speak to different niggas when I walk in there. It's just certain things that I'm not gonna tolerate in no relationship. Those are turnoffs. And if that's what you do, then that's not for us.
Right.
You know, especially when I'm trying to find a life partner. I grade them a little harder than I do somebody I'm just kicking it with.
Right. You just got
You
your
know.
boundaries.
Yeah. I started setting boundaries. I'm like, nah, we can't do that. And every time your friends pop up, you finna go out. Nah. Or there's a guy driving and all y'all getting in the car. I ain't going to that. You know. It's just certain things I was doing because I was a part of that. And so I knew what to look for. So it's just certain
You
things
know
I
what it
wasn't
is.
tolerating. And I was cool if I didn't find it. Like I said, I was just going to get me a dog, call him Blue, sit on the porch with a shotgun, and call it a day. I went and have a revolving door. I have 3 girls and 3 women, and they come on. They have certain nights, and every blue moon I'll rotate their nights. You know that's how I was gonna live.
Are you
You know.
accommodating another one? Are you accommodating your woman's do's and don'ts?
Yeah, it's even, but she don't have many because I knew what I had to shut down once. I studied her, and once I saw what she liked and what she didn't like, and once she met mine and I was cool with it, I had no problem altering whatever. But at first, I had a big problem because I didn't trust. I didn't believe in that love shit, that butterfly, none of that crap. That's bullshit. I didn't believe in none of that. And when I decided I was going to be with her and all that, I slowly, it took a minute, three years for me to finally let everything go and say, okay, I'm gonna play your game. Because I'd rather mess over the next man than be in a relationship and get played. So that was my motto on it. But to answer your question, yeah, if whatever she say she don't like, I try to get an understanding and I work on it. I didn't change a lot of stuff overnight, but I did work on it. You know, just like I told y'all, the way I used to talk to women, she didn't like that. The way I used to text them, get your sexy ass up and go put them flyers out. She didn't like that shit. So it took a minute. And I lost a lot of my female promoters. I lost a lot of my female followers and fans and all that in my DJ promoting pool. But I had a choice. Who you coming home to? You know what I'm saying? Who you building with? So it was a choice, the streets or her. So it was tough, man. It took me 3 to damn near 4 years to, get a hold of that. I battled with it for a minute. But yeah, I got no problem. I'm a firm believer in what you don't want them to do, you don't do it. That's how relationships work. Just don't do unto them that you don't want them to do unto you. And if a lot of people adapt that, relationships will last a lot longer than a lot of them do. But yeah, I wasn't gonna settle. I knew what I wanted, and I just couldn't settle. Right. It was like, my folks were shocked when I brought her to the house, and they was like, they seen her more than just 2 or 3 times. They were like, hey, he kind of serious with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because every third Christmas is somebody new popping up over there. There goes such. So yeah, she stood the course. But yeah, like you say, the physical you're gonna see, and a lot, like I say, y'all be jumping up, marrying marrying Kamala, big black Kamala, but then you looking at Ghost on you fantasizing about Ghost on Power or Shamar Moore. Then why you just didn't marry that? And find him physically that satisfy your eyes, that's eye candy. And if his personality ain't there, quit him and find you another one. But it has to be something that appeals, because you're like, yeah, John ugly as fuck, but he got that money. Yeah, girl, I know he fat, and I don't want him to y'all to see him at the reunion. But that man got money. He take good care of us. He good to me. Yeah. Okay. I just see that whole date pool shit different, bro. Image is everything. And I've been in entertainment all my life. And image is everything. So I see things a little bit different than the average Joe, or as you say, the square person. I see things a little different because of how I grew up, where I grew up, and the field that I've been in. I've been DJing and stuff since 16 years old, and promoting parties and everything. And it's just a certain, image I gotta have. I just can't have any broad on my arm that all the club owners and screwed, all the DJs and had, all the promoters that had, and I'm walking up in there, my head in the air, and everybody and turned to every which way but loose. I couldn't do it. But like I said, that's another topic that I really don't want to tackle that topic, but Austin really like to tackle those type of topics, and I try to stay away from them because I try to stay away from them. Even George, like George loved them topics. They like them topics about women and sexual partners and transgenders and all. I don't like to talk about that stuff, but I have to because it's happening. Body counts and all that crap. I just see things a lot different. And you will have to know someone's journey and where they came from to understand their beliefs on a lot of things. I at least hear about it. So I feel strongly about certain things. And it's more of it matter, but it don't matter. What matters to you may not matter to me and vice versa, but you will have a reason why you don't want to date women that have kids, that have grade school kids, or 16-year-olds is going to be at the house for another year or two. You don't care for that because of your journey, your experience.
Right.
Well, me on the other
Doesn't
hand,
mean
that
you
don't
hate
bother me
women.
because I came from a household with a stepfather who treated me like his own kid, and nobody in the city knew that he wasn't my biological father except for my family. So I see things different. I know how to be a great stepfather, and I don't have that fear of when they get grown, they're gonna kick you to the curb and run to their biological dad. That don't bother me because I know what I'm doing, and I know how much to invest and how much emotions and everything to put into that according to how that child treats me. But a lot of people don't understand that. I just don't want no parts of it. You ain't that. They not your DNA. They ain't this. They ain't that. Them not your. Yes, you got a kid. That ain't your grandkid. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys feel strongly about that. But when you come from a household where you were 5, 6 years old and a man raised you into adulthood, and all you knew was him being daddy, it's different. I see things different. So I'm able to see a woman that has 2 kids, 1, maybe 2 baby daddies, but the dad, I don't prefer the daddies to be in their lives. So, but even if it is, it's gonna be rules. I'm gonna come in there, okay, we're gonna meet you at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Or the kid to be at, just blow your horn, the kid come outside and get in the car. When you bring him back, honk the horn, we there, the kid come in the house. It ain't no you coming, standing in the driveway, standing in my kitchen door, looking around. No, nigga. Here she come. She on the way out. It's gonna be certain rules and shit. But I don't have to worry about that. I never had to worry about that. So, but that's that's like I say, those are totally different topics that Austin and that damn George, they want to talk about deep stuff like that. I try to stay away from. I want to put my foot in the water a little bit. I ain't trying to swim. Them niggas want to swim. So, but every now and then we don't swim. They want to talk about this little why body count is different and judged from men to women, just like what we brought up tonight with Anthony. The reason men are judged different when they have kids compared to when women have kids. Society view it different. We're not saying that it's fair, but it's different.
Right.
Now you do have women that feel like, well, I don't want no man that got a whole lot of kids. But guess what? If he never tell you he got these kids, you will never know. Let's just say y'all meet every now and then, y'all going
That's
out, come by
nuts.
the house every now and then. A lot of times you don't need to know everything when y'all first meet. You find out all about that when
I
you
need to
decide
know
that
you
you're gonna
got
be in a
5 kids
relationship.
on our very first conversation.
Nah,
I need to know
you
you
can
got
handle it.
5 kids on our very first conversation. You ain't
I
got to tell me
mean,
their names, birthday, their social, where they go to school, none of that. I need to know you have 5 children
Well,
when me and
if
you
they
first
ask,
start
if they
talking.
say, well, do you have children? Oh yeah, there's no problem. But she would
Okay,
never
yeah.
know. Let's just say if one never asks, she'll never know because a
But
lot
that
of
would be a
times because the
crazy thing.
kids.
We a month or 2 in, and I finally found out you got 5 kids, and I say you never told me, and you turn around and say, "'Cause you never asked." I've never seen these kids. I've never
Mhm.
seen you run and go
Right.
take somebody.
You
It's 2 months in, and I'm just, or a
you
month in, a month
right.
in, and I've never.
Because
And you
I
have
schedule
5
because
children, and
that
you're
man gonna
free. Your
schedule
time is free as hell. You're
that
never
man gonna
busy.
schedule his time around his kids. So ain't no sense in him saying it's 7 o'clock and you want to go out at 6:30 and he got the kids at 7. No, he gonna say, well, we can meet up at 8. You don't know why he chose 8 o'clock. That ain't your business why he chose 8 o'clock until y'all get into that conversation. So he can, and I know some women that do that too, because you never know. Because when you call her, when she got the kids, she said, hey, let me hit you back. Then when she
Now
called,
we're
it's
gonna go
quiet.
back. If we're gonna go back to the double standard thing, which I respect all double standards. I do not fight against
Mm-hmm.
double standards. I respect them all because it is what it is, like we said. When a woman does that, it's because, and I'm not, and when I say lock you in, I don't mean that in a negative way. That will run you away. Me telling you I have 5 kids will run you off. So let me lock this relationship in and see where this goes. And then now it's okay. I really enjoy her company. I really like being around her. Having 5 kids is not an issue. We're gonna see where this
Okay.
goes.
That makes sense. That damn
For,
Anthony, I'm finna go. I'm finna disconnect. It's been real. Where she at? This girl always coming with something.
Yep.
Damn.
but
But I
if
feel
it
you.
for with the man, as you said, a woman will put up with it because we're not gonna see them kids all the time. I don't see the point of you not being able to see it.
Austin, how long should you date somebody before you start giving her your family tree? Is that first date? Hey, I got this person. I talk to that
Family
person.
tree or tell her you got kids. That mean you going too deep. I ain't nobody ask you for your family tree,
All
but
right. And
if you got
when should
kids,
if
dude,
she don't ask,
damn.
if Austin said like, if she don't ask, when do you just volunteer and tell them your whole life? You will tell them about your kids.
Well, I think what they saying is tell them you got kids ain't telling you your whole life story. I mean, you got kids. It's pretty common information. You know what I'm saying?
It's
You
the
ain't got to.
package. It's
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
it's
it's
you.
common information, but I'm saying why, is that something that you have to open up with when they say, so tell me about yourself?
I open up. You know what though? When I open up, that's usually one of the few first things I mention. Just because me being I'm so involved with my sons, it's no way you're not gonna know me and not know, about their interaction. So I'm just letting you know off the rip. I got 2 sons.
Because in my
That ain't no
opinion, if
big
you don't
deal,
say it, you don't want that person to know.
right? And then
If
the
you
reason
don't
is
say
why,
it, you do not want that person to know.
No, I feel like, because I raised mine. I'm single. I was a single father before I got married. So they was
right,
gonna meet him eventually, but I didn't let them meet him because I didn't want someone random and he get attached to him and then they not
right,
my
right.
person. So I was like, I'm just like them women. I didn't bring anybody around my son. They
See,
had to come over
men,
there.
yeah.
They had to come over there when he was in the bed. And they had to leave at 6 before he get up in the morning. At 5:30, they need to be gone because I ain't want him to see them. And a
And
lot
see,
of them didn't like that because they say I got them on hoe hours and they ain't no hoe. So I
but see,
struggled through that for a minute.
yeah, it seems like men, in that regard, when they endeavor into new relationships, they a little bit more careful about who they bring around their kids, as opposed to what my experience has been with a lot of women. You know what I'm saying? If I'm talking about you meeting my kids, that means I'm serious about you. Now I tell you I got kids, but that don't mean I'm finna introduce you to them.
And
Right.
that's really rare
Yeah.
for me because when I went over my father's house, which was every weekend, every other weekend, one weekend out the month, whatever it happened to be at that time. Because him and my mom had a cool relationship. My mom and him, they didn't have no issues arguing, none of that type of stuff. Very copacetic relationship. Every weekend I went over my dad's house, I met a new woman.
Mm-mm.
Every
Nah,
weekend I went over my dad's house, I met a new woman. And it allowed me to know that they are he do not care about them, or this is just another girlfriend. I never knew my father was serious until he met my stepmother, and she's to this day, and they're not even married anymore, that I still call her my stepmother.
right, right.
But as a child and growing up as a preteen, whatever the case, I think they got married when I was 9. So do the math. This is probably 8 years of every other before he got married with her and got serious. Every other weekend he had a new girlfriend.
As he should. As he should. But they shouldn't have been meeting you though.
But I met them. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, not him dating, but I met them each time.
No.
No.
Yeah, they spend the night at the house. I'm in the guest bedroom, whatever my little bedroom is, or whatever house apartment he's in at the time, because he moved frequently. There's a woman there that's going to spend the night.
No.
And on the cool, I know this off topic, but how did that make you feel? Because I'm getting ready to have a topic about something too. How did that make you feel?
As a
Growing up,
kid,
how did that affect you in your adulthood too?
so in my adulthood, when I look back at it, it just shows that those women were very expendable. He really did not care for them, or he didn't mind openly dating with me coming around. I do feel like people and even though I would be the same way, women are different though, but I do feel like if I'm bringing you around my child, it's very serious. It's very serious. I do feel like
Right.
with him bringing me around all those women, those were not very serious. Or either
Okay.
that, or he did not care about what my opinion was at the time. You a child, stay in
Yeah.
a child's place. Why does
Right.
it matter? It shouldn't matter. You know what? She gonna be here this
Well,
weekend.
I
She ain't
think
gonna be
he
here this
probably
weekend.
felt like it didn't matter to you because it ain't really your business. It wasn't that he didn't feel
Yeah,
like
I'm a grown
it
man.
wasn't your
Like that's what.
opinion, you
Yeah.
didn't have no say so. It's like I'm just dating, you know. But that could have made you feel like I'm gonna talk to multiple men.
No, I wouldn't
You
say
know what I'm
that.
saying? You could
I
have took
wouldn't
that
say
role.
that.
My daddy
If
did it.
if I did talk to multiple men, it wouldn't be because my father talked to multiple men. I'm dating. The thing that would have negatively affected me, that if I was to take anything, I would have a lot of men around my daughter.
Right.
Him
Right.
dating multiple women, because when I don't know if he was cheating on them or not, they probably did intertwine. Ain't no telling, they probably did overlap at some point. But him dating freely, I understand that. If I'm not locked down, I'm here for openly dating. But I'm also a clingy person. When I date you, I really like you and I want to talk to you all the time, be around you all the time. My father was not like that.
Okay, let me ask you this, because this is gonna be one of our topics next week. We're gonna kind of double it up. Should women, and I want AJ to answer this too, because she has a daughter. On the cool, because I'm looking at these new mothers. Should women change how they act, how they drink? Excuse me, how they act, how they dress, how they think when they have a daughter? Because now those daughters watch everything the mother does, just like them sons watch a lot of things the father does. Do you change your ways just if your child, when you have a daughter? Let's just say you right now you get on social media and you have your thongs on or your panties and you bending over shaking your ass on camera. When you have that daughter and that daughter turns about 4 or 5 years old, do you still do that while that daughter is in the room and you bending over on social media making your ass clap? Or do you say now that
No
I got a daughter?
shade. DJ Black, you always take it to hell. I thought you were gonna say.
I mean, like these some dog ass bitches he be talking about.
Or do you stop? No, I
I
know
thought you
people
was
that
gonna
doing
say
this from
something
my
like.
hometown.
I thought you were gonna say like you have a cussing issue and you
I
cuss
know.
and you want to be a little more lady like because you want your daughter to follow footsteps. I'm on the camera shaking my ass and my thong in front of my kid.
Yeah, you don't. Hey, you can go to. I can send you. I can send you a video right now from me going to a random story on my Facebook. You'll hear a kid in the back, or a kid come in there saying "mama," and she'll say, "Hold up." And that kid about 4 or 5 years old,
Make sure
and
you
then
send me that.
her house nasty as shit, and she's shaking her ass on Facebook.
We're talking about
Where they
somebody that
do
was
that
not ready
at?
to be a mother. That's what we're
Where
not
they
talking
do
about
So
that
somebody.
what
at?
I'm saying,
We're
so
not somebody. We're not talking about
when you
somebody who
have a
was ready to
child,
be a mother. We talking
and a
about a
lot
woman
of
that was
women
not
aren't,
ready to
a
be a
lot of them
mom.
girls aren't ready to be a mother. So I'm just saying,
She
as
ain't
a
doing that.
whole, should they change their ways, or should they be the parent? Don't do as I do. Do as I say.
But you got to be the example for your kids as well, though.
Right.
Yeah, but why
That's
aren't
a
they
double
doing
side.
it?
That's a
Why
double
aren't the
sided
new breed
coin.
doing that?
That's why I like
Gen X
topics like
not
this
doing
because
that.
guess what? Guess what? That'll make me say I do not want to be like you. I'm gonna strive and do everything I can to not be like that. It goes both ways. Not that you should do it for that reason, but if you decide I'm not gonna change my ways, I'm gonna still smoke my weed, my cigarettes. You can sit in this house. I'm gonna drink my beer. I'm gonna cuss. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want to do. Shake my ass, whatever the case may be. And as you grow up as a young lady,
Cause you grown.
if you don't exactly, and you don't follow in my footsteps, but you say, you know what? When I get older, I won't be doing that. I'm
Right.
gonna make sure I get into college so I can get the hell out this house with you. I'm gonna make sure I get all A's so I can get a scholarship because I know you ain't finna help me pay for no school.
Okay,
I'm finna get a
I'm gonna
job in the
also come
summer.
with the statistics.
It sometimes kids grow up in rough ass environments and really be the diamond in the rough that for real. They really see that and
Oh
say,
yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna go that route.
but what are the statistics on that? Or do most of them follow the trend of their parents?
You asking me?
I'm just putting it out there so
Oh,
anybody can answer, or we can wait until we find some statistics on that.
we're gonna have to get the statistics because I truly do not know. Hell, it could be 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say 50-50 because a lot of women gonna get mad at you.
Oh Lord.
We gonna put 50-50 on a different level also. Let's see. Children,
And when I say 50-50, I don't mean straight down the middle divide. I mean one will, one won't. One will, one won't. One will, one won't. You know what I mean? That's what I mean.
Well, 50-50 is straight down the middle.
I'm saying I don't mean it in that particular way. Like it's gonna be a 50 straight up that don't. It's gonna be
So you're saying it's gonna be a 49-51? What are you saying?
we ain't gonna even do numbers over here. Scratch everything. Delete that.
Control, Alt, Delete.
Okay, erase.
they say the study shows 81% of parents say that children they followed in their footsteps, and this was a study that was done back in 2023. So, yeah,
I mean, that would
80%.
explain why you have so many generation after generation after generation that fall into certain social economical statuses. So, and you have generations that do that. So, and if we
Yeah,
just want to put welfare out there, a lot of generation after
man,
generation
that's
after
gonna be a good
generation
one. Okay,
is raised on welfare.
yeah, okay, so that's next week's topic, y'all, because I just noticed, like, also in our town, I know a lot of the fellas that went to jail for robbing and stealing, or shooting, killing. Their sons doing the same thing today.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Generational curse.
Product
so
of your environment.
Yeah, you beat me to it because I'm finna say sometimes you gotta make it how you live and where you at. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I'm thinking too that some of them try to go in another direction. But like y'all say, it's the product of the environment. You have to be a strong person and you have to get away from that. I think like Austin left the family completely. This dude first went to Grambling, then he said the hell with Graham. Well, I think he went to Germany or some shit. He got away from everybody and stayed gone and never went back. And he became super successful because he wasn't a part of his environment. He visited the environment, but he didn't become a product of the environment.
Right.
So watching him get away, he motivated me to get away. And and the rest was history. So if you stuck in that city, in that rut, constantly around that family, and we look at our cousins and other family members that stayed in that, and they kind of still, they not as into that, but they still, you can still tell where they came from, So yeah, that's going to be our next topic. But I mainly wanted to touch up on women with daughters, because when I see this going on, I'm like, she has a 10-year-old daughter, a 12-year-old daughter, and they're at school. Her friends at school seeing her mom on social media twerking,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, she 28, maybe 30, and she's still twerking for the gram. So at what point do you say, I have a daughter who could be possibly looking up to me? Do I need to be doing this? Like, I used to do a whole lot of stuff, but when I noticed my son started looking at me and trying to pattern themselves behind me, I stopped.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dang. So even if I did want to smoke a blunt or something, I ain't gonna do it in front of the kids. So that
Right.
stopped me, from doing a lot of that stuff. I just let it go. I can't walk around with a beer in my hand. You know what I'm saying? It's just because it's not that I'm not being grown and doing what I want. I know that they're watching me, and I'm
Right.
like,
Well,
Right.
that's
so
not what
so
I'm
what
gonna do.
so what about the mothers that are out there having to strip or do OnlyFans to keep the lights on, or trick to keep the lights on? So where do they fall into that?
That
Then there's a
mama
way for
got to
your
do this to
kid
keep the
not to
lights
see
on.
that.
Do
There's
as
no
I
way your
do.
kid will know you in the club unless there's something you bring it home to.
Yeah, I mean you got
My
to bring
kid,
that you bring that floss home in them wet ones.
no, because you won't see that. When I get home, it's the middle of the morning or the middle of the night. By the time you wake up, I'd have got your lunch ready for school. We headed to your school. You don't even know. Yeah, you don't even know what's
So
going on.
so
You
Yeah,
keep
finna
it from me.
yeah. I mean, in a great world,
Perfect.
yeah, yeah. In the perfect world, that sounds good. But most of the time, you trying to leave your kid. If you're in that situation, then you probably do not have the family structure and support that
right.
would assist you in being able to have great child care, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes the kid may have to go to the club with you.
Because
Sometimes the kid may have to sit in the car while you're in there shaking, and you
uh-uh.
run
Hey,
out there
I
to
seen
bring
that
her some
happen
chicken
too.
wings or
Yeah,
something.
And
me
no,
too. I
and
seen it
no
happen too.
shade, no shade on Players Club. Diamond's son definitely knew she worked at the club.
Yeah, you're not hiding them from your kids.
He knew she worked at the club.
Yeah.
It's just tougher.
But
Uh,
I hope also he knew she was in school. Cause I don't know. I don't want you to think my aspiration is to just be a stripper.
Hey, aren't
I
all
hope you
aren't all
But you know
strippers
what though?
for nursing?
I hope you see and know, okay, well my mom was a stripper, but our lights never was off. We never went without nothing. My dad
Aren't
wasn't
all
around, but
every
But
every stripper I've
oh, are
talked to,
you
then
serious? You saying this for real? Your mom was a stripper?
who's
You.
No. If we covering this topic next week, I'll give you my mother's story. But that's gonna be a story for if we do cover that topic that you just spoke on.
Yeah,
If we
that's
cover that
next
topic,
week.
I'll give I'll share my mother's story because it's a powerful one, a beautiful one. But no, my mom wasn't no stripper. She
About
wasn't
to
no
hit the
stripper.
club and dance like a stripper.
Okay.
So I don't know. So yeah, I just be thinking when I see them women, especially like with the ones that bring a guy home from the club. I dropped the guy off at her house and all that, and she have a 12 or 13-year-old daughter. I was like, dude, you don't feel some type of way, and the child had to come and open the door. I'm just like, that don't sit right with me. I didn't feel right.
Mm-mm.
And even if it was me trying to go over there and the daughter up or something like that, I'm like, nah, I can't. I'm finna head out. Wow, what's wrong? She finna go to bed, or she saw me. She know I'm here, so I'm finna go. It's been real. Hit me while she at school. We'll just have to turn up at 10 o'clock. Get a nap and I come back. But I just feel like women with daughters that's very observant of them, they kind of need to, I would prefer they change. If I was dating someone like that, or my sister, or that girl watching everything you do, bro. She listening to you. It's like sometimes I don't even want them cursing. You know what I'm saying? Saying certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, that motherfucker gonna do this and that, and the daughter right there.
But
Like
some women have kids and they still in their thoughting period, right? The kids weren't playing, so they can only be, I don't want to call them a mistake, but a happenstance, you know.
yeah.
So they're not really prepared for motherhood, so they're just really winging it, especially if they didn't have a strong mother or mother figure in their lives to begin with.
Because I know, speaking of what Anthony said, I know a stripper, known popular stripper, and she and I cool. And I wouldn't talk to her because of her profession. That's the only reason we never dated. But her daughter is doing the same thing she doing. The only difference is the daughter has about 2 or 3 kids right now, where she only had one. So, but she's stripping. She's on Facebook and TikTok, twerking, going all the way down to the ground, pee popping. She doing all that same stuff her mama was doing, because the mama ain't doing it no more. But when that girl was 8, 9, she was seeing her mom coming home, and the mom got the heels on and the thongs and all that, the red bottoms. The mama wearing all these stilettos, and the daughter dressed just like that today. So
Because
that's what made me.
I agree with James. I mean, I'm sorry, Austin. The point he was making, because a lot of people, that a lot of women that I noticed, some of them with their kids. Like I've seen women make Facebook posts. My eldest son, my eldest daughter had to grow up with me. The youngest child don't know nothing about. We had to have the lights off. I had to go strip. I had to go do whatever I had to do. My oldest was there with me, thugging it out through thick and thin, this and that, because that was not a planned situation for me. My youngest 3 probably never even had to see that, never had to go through that. But my oldest child, my firstborn, unfortunately, yeah, they had to grow up with me, because situations do happen like that. And I do feel like if I'm stripping, what is the daddy doing? If I gotta continue to strip,
Pimping, he pimping.
oh hell, it's just the best of both worlds over here, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
So you used to strip.
Who?
You.
No,
Okay. Because you speak.
no.
The reason I'm asking, I always ask you this too, because you speak highly of that stripper. But for the last couple of
Oh,
podcasts, you love that
I'm not
stripper.
gonna. I'm telling you, I did not strip. I had never stripped, but I do not judge the stripper lifestyle.
Okay,
I
because
low
yeah,
key,
you
yeah,
hyping damn
I
strippers
don't
up.
judge.
Like,
I don't
did a
judge. Yeah,
mom
they
strip? Is she strip? Who's stripping
because
her
them
family?
strippers, because you have to me. to me, and not to sound cliche that it's an art. It's a part of an art form, and you are the vulnerability and the courage it takes to do that, and you're getting paid for it. And there's men out here that are dogging women for less. There's men that are dogging women for less. And them strippers, they just be high in they bag and high in their confidence. And
No,
I've
no,
seen the lowest.
no,
I've seen.
you're looking at, I don't know what side of stripping you're looking at, but you're also not seeing the dark side of stripping.
Right.
You're
Because I
not
used to.
seeing,
It's a
yeah,
dark side to everything. So I do see. I
But the
do get
thing
that.
is, like, I worked in
I
a
just
strip
don't.
club. I worked in a strip club in Memphis for a while, and what I would see is
I know them
when the
women think
girl
over there, ain't it?
and this what happened all the time. As soon as a new stripper come in, they take her up on the roof and have sex with every dude in the club if they want to. That's how this stuff
No,
went
no.
down.
Oh, see, now wait
Most
a
of
minute.
them,
Hey, I know women
most of
that
them
didn't
start
do
out
that
as
though.
students, but they end up turning tricks in the parking lot. This is how most of them stories go.
Lord have
Dang.
mercy.
This is the reality of it. People want to see this notion, oh, she's working her way through school. Yeah, she might have started that way, but they usually don't end up that way. Place
She
club is just
worked her way
smooth.
through school. She need a little extra cash. She might slide on the knob, huh?
I would walk out my job in the morning. I see them all in the parking lot turning tricks. 5 in the morning. And their daddies dropping them off at work. Come on, man.
And they would?
They daddies would drop them off, the strippers. They daddies sometimes would drop them off at work. I would
Are
see
they
it.
boyfriends?
No, they daddies, though. That's what
I
got me.
say, or sometimes they boyfriends be having to drop them
Well,
off. They don't be knowing that she been out there in their car
well,
all night.
no, they didn't have no boyfriend. Most of them had clients.
Okay. It's a dog-eat-dog world out here, man.
Roof, roof.
But yeah, we gonna touch up on that and go deeper next week. We about to shut it down. It's been real. But as far as hold on, let me play this one. As far as you guys choosing men based on money, it gets a whole lot deeper than that. And I think this
What
ain't
does
him.
the day-to-day look like as a husband?
The day-to-day changes, bro. It changes because the husband is the pulse of the house. You go in and you say, what's needed? Wifey needs attention. Let me handle that. Or wifey needs time for herself. I now become the sole parent. I need to make sure my daughter's okay. Everything else quiet. It changes every single day, but you have to be present. You have to be empathetic. You have to be willing to figure and find solutions in everything. Or the solution might be don't do anything. You have to kind of be like a magician, bro. Like it's hard to explain. Everything needs its time, and even that considers you as well. You need to re-energize, because if you bring certain energies to the house, then everybody suffers. So you have to be the pulse. What do I need? Not necessarily first, but if it gets to the point where what I can't give my best, then you kind of regress. But at the same time, you walk in there like, okay, what's going on? What's going on? What do I need? What do I need? It's empathy. It's always going to change. Your wife is just like, okay, look, I want to do this. And sometimes it's not the right decision. You got to then say this, you got to be an advisor. It's not one thing. It's 1,000 things. It's ever changing, but you just have to be like putty. Bruce Lee said it, like water, bro. Be water, my friend. You got to be water, my friend. Like, there's no right answer. You just got to be there and figure it out and find the solution in all of it, and that's your job.
Hey, speaking of, it's one topic I want to touch on too, because we talk about men being the leaders in the household, and so we need to touch on the topic of, can a woman lead the household? What are their feelings about that?
Oh yeah, I've been a part of that personally.
But a woman was the leader?
No, not the leader. I thought y'all said leave. Oh, my fault.
The leader.
Lead the household.
The woman leads. Is the leader of the household. Instead of the man being a leader, she leads it. And I'm kind of like what he said. When a lot of women today feel like they don't need a man to lead. And that's and I got a topic, as you saw already, about that, because it's like, since they got their education, they making their money, they've been independent for so long, they feel like, well, I need a man to lead for. But like he said, and I think we touched on this a little bit last week. He said when his wife might say, hey, let's go do this and that and that, it may not be the best time to do that. And so he'll say, well, no, we need to wait. This ain't the best time to do that. That's his leadership and her part of submission, being that she trusts him to lead. But a lot of women of today don't want to accept, damn sure don't want to accept the word submission. And then they don't feel like a man can lead them because they making their own money, doing their own. They don't understand what lead means. So everything he said is how we do around here. I'm the leader. I'm the captain of the ship. So I have to step in and figure out what's going on with everybody. And this is a 5-member household. So I have a bunch of different personalities, 2 boys and a daughter, along with a wife. So I have to go in everybody's room and see what's going on with them. You know what I'm saying? I check on them in the mornings before I start my daily routine. I check on it at night. Like when I get out the podcast, I go in everybody's room to see what's going on. When I step in the house or go in the bedroom or something, she's studying. The wife will be studying for doing her law stuff. And then I have to see what mood she's in when I walk in there. And I have to adjust. So like he said, it's like water. It's just like a different task every day. And that's what a leader is. So son might say he wants some Robux or something. Well, I just gave him Robux last week. He didn't trade it something and gave to somebody else and he wanted me to give him more money. No, we're not doing that. The wife might say, hey, I'm ready to go on this cruise and I'm ready to do this here. Me and you, we need a vacation. We need some time to ourselves. Well, it may not be the time. Kids are ready to go back to school. It's not that time. And she respects what I say, and my moves, because I've been doing it this long and we've been striving and surviving. So, but a lot of women feel like they, lead for what? I don't need a leader. So yeah, we definitely gonna touch up on that. And like I said, we got a new month coming up. This is the end of this one. So we got 4 hard-hitting topics that's gonna be back to back to back. And so I'm gonna I send them to Austin, but what I'm gonna do, the topics we decide on, I'm gonna start sending them to you guys.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
So you can do your research on them and take your notes and touch your points so you won't forget, because I know a lot of times I have tons of points and I lose them through the way our conversations be going. But yeah, we got a lot. Austin, text me that also, because I think I already got the topic. We're going to tie it in to that. But on that note, we about to shut everything down. Speak on the podcast 2K25. I want to thank AJ for popping in. I want to thank Anthony for coming up. I'm gonna call her Aunt because I don't like the other syllables. I'm a 1-syllable person. So Aunt George is back and he ready to cause havoc. And people be wanting to know who you guys are because they be inboxing me. Just like Austin has his avatar and AJ has hers. We need you guys to come with your with the avatar so people can kind of get a
I was
gist.
gonna
George
message you tomorrow and ask how to do it because I made a profile, a StreamYard profile, but it doesn't give me the option to put a picture on there.
Well,
So
soon as you go
message
to
about that.
your enter the what does it say, y'all? Enter something. When you see the enter
Your
and
name
it's
and your
showing
whatever.
the video, you give an option to put your picture up there for the video. You just select a picture that's in your phone.
Okay.
George used to have one. I don't know. He disappeared and he came back with nothing.
I'm trying to get some new headshots, man. I don't like that old one.
I thought you were about to say, trying to get some head. God dang it.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was saying too. I thought somebody was over there playing with it. But like, man, I ain't got time, but I'm trying to get some head right now. But all the interviews you're doing, man, just screen when your video's on, just take a screenshot at the one of your videos. But yeah, I'm getting ready to text you too on what I need you to do for me. So
Hey, and If they want to know about me, they can go to my nonprofit's website. We relaunched this week. It's www.metta-association.org.
They want to see your picture, man.
All right.
And if
They
they
say,
want to know about
who
me,
is George?
if they want to know about me, go to Mind Your Own Business. Don't worry about it. Catch me when you can.
You forgot the www.
And but yeah, I like AJ's avatar. So she
I tried.
yeah, and trust me, and if AJ can do it, that's all I'm gonna say.
Hey,
But on that note,
You gonna be fucking with me.
on that note, if AJ can do it, I promise you.
Anybody can, baby. You hear me? Anybody can. You too can. You
You
too can
already
do
know
it
it.
if AJ can do it. You too. Even
I'm gonna
you.
do it. Oh yeah, especially if you can do it. Shit.
Well, I
Yes.
You
definitely meant
already know
I
I can
definitely
do
meant
it.
to have it on for this one. I was like, I'll just catch it next time. Shit.
Yeah, we
I'm
got
trying to
you know
get better
how
too.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
you ain't trying to
I'm
get
in
no better, but on that note,
I'm in a whole flare up. I've been in a flare up since Sunday and I'm still showed up tonight. I think I should be commended for
you
that.
did good, AJ. Yeah,
And hell
you know
damn.
it don't go right if I don't see AJ. You ain't skipped yet
I
though.
know, that's why I know you be needing me, man. So
Oh
I
yeah.
had to pop up, even though I was late. I had fell asleep, overslept, woke up like, dang, I still popped up.
Yeah,
You know.
you dedicated. That's why I don't be on you as much as I used to. You
Yeah.
know, but I'm gonna crank it back up on you though. But we good. You try to get a little loud tonight. Try to click your heels a little bit. So I say the minute I try to ease
I
up on her,
still
she
sticking
want to
all.
click
I
her
still
heels a
got
little
a
too
little
loud.
South Memphis in the pocket. I don't care how sick I get. I still got a little South Memphis in the pocket.
I hear you.
You can get it.
Hey, I want all the smoke, and I don't need
Okay.
smoke. But
That's
on
okay.
that note, we out, y'all. Appreciate everybody. The panel, speak on the panel next week. Like I say, we're gonna touch up on the daughter thing, and we're gonna touch up on something else. We're gonna try to do two, and try to knock them out because it's a lot. And like I say, it's hot. Is the summer thing going? So yeah, we finna turn it up a notch. They want to rub heads. Y'all want to talk about body counts and all that crap.
Ah.
Transgenders. We gonna talk about all that since that what y'all want to touch up. Well, bisexuality, not transgender. Because there's a lot of people that's bisexual and it's accepted now more than anything. Back in the day, if a woman found out you was getting poked in the butt, she didn't talk to you. But now women are attracted to that. So it's crazy. But I'm sure AJ gonna be able to break down some experiences and things. I'm pretty sure every topic we done had, AJ done had something to do with it now.
Look, that
Yeah.
used to be one of my insults. I used to tell a nigga, you like boys just like I do. I used to love insult a man. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta apologize to all the men. I used to insult. My bad, y'all.
So
I apologize.
would you date a bisexual?
Would I date a bisexual?
Wait,
Not
AJ, don't
knowingly.
answer. We're gonna say that for
Not
next
knowingly.
time.
Yeah.
We're gonna say that answer for next time.
We'll save it for when we cover there. Because I know I can't
Because I
wait to
know
hear what
that's for the
AJ
come
gonna
with
say.
some.
Yeah,
Don't you have
AJ.
some friends that are fluid?
Who?
I don't know. I was just asking.
And I don't mean who. I was saying who you were talking to. I don't think
I
I
do.
have friends that are fluid. I have friends that are gay or they're straight. I
I got
haven't
some
met.
friends that
But you don't
fluid
think they
like
both
Yeah,
water.
ways? They different.
I haven't
Like
met a
water.
bisexual. I haven't met a bisexual man as a friend. No.
Oh yeah, honey. It's a sight to see then.
Y'all silly. And on that note, it's been real. The avatar thing is simple though, Anthony. Like I say, if AJ can do it, you can do it. So AJ, inbox Anthony and walk up through doing that.
I got you.
All right, appreciate it. And on that note, y'all, speak on the podcast 2K5. I'm the host, DJ Black. We out. Holla. Hey.
What you think, man?
I've been in the polyamory lifestyle. I can't even say lifestyle because it's not a lifestyle. It's a way of loving, not a way of living. I've been polyamorous for about 10 years now. Okay. And the mindset for me is mentally, I think I've been polyamorous longer than actually practicing it because I've always felt that this like monogamy just doesn't fit for me. Like, I don't understand why I have to only love one person or why I can only show affection for one person. Where is this written? Why do I have to go along with what the societal standard supposedly is?
Right.
And then
the problem comes when you love somebody too much. When you let yourself love somebody too much,
and they don't love you the same.
It's not even matter whether they love you back or not. They can love you back, but it's still unhealthy to love somebody that much. Which I understand that ideology of that. Well, I can't have. I might as well. I've been there. I know that. But at the same time, you have to realize, what your capability is in a relationship going. Well, however it went. You start thinking about, well, damn, I did this. So, you can love somebody too much. And then, see, this complicates things for us men because we already have a hard time forming those emotional attachments. You already told them, don't do that.
The missing link to that goes back to a time before we even thought, why doesn't my father is that a protection for me?
Right.
Or is that the way he was raised? Or maybe somebody hugged him one day, a man hugged him. I'm not saying this is what happened, but I'm just saying we got
No, but there are things that could have happened that absolutely that caused him to be the way he is.
made him feel weird, needed.
Right.
So the things that we think are sometimes a rejection or a lack may have been a protection.
And most of the time they are like absolutely. So if we don't understand that, all we know is a rejection.
But see, like what I understand with my father,
men were going to jail, killing each other, and then now we got bisexual, then we got gays, now we got transgender. So with all of that going on, the purpose of that was removing the black man, the black male from the household. Okay? So with him not being in the household, she's getting the welfare, or she's out there in the workforce, forced to take care of herself, and if she have children, to take care of the children alone. Whether he's in jail, whether he's dead, whether he's bisexual, whether he's gay, whatever. The black male was removed from the home, and black woman was forced to provide for the children, for herself.
You're missing one other thing that removes black male from the home. That's white women. Because after a while, it was run on black men, white women. Yeah, white women. You know, at one point, black men, they just had to have a white woman. No matter what their social economical status was, white women was the way to go. And so that pulled a lot of black men out of the house.
Damn, I sure missed that. I mean, I know Rick James, you know, I know, you know, I mean, you did it. I just didn't think of that as a major absence of the black man. So you
being a provider means so many things.
Right.
It means put you in a house. You know, it means I got your back. It means we're doing this together. It means I'm not gonna walk away when things get hard. You know, that's providing, right? I'm gonna provide emotional protection so that you can, you know, I'll be present for you when you don't feel like you can be there for yourself or whatever, you know. So there's so much more definition to the thing, right? And even on the flip side, looking at, you know, men with kids, right? I remember I did not want a man who had kids. And I was about 25 when I met my ex-husband.